Okay. Oh shit. I'm too tall right now. Hello everybody. Welcome. Probably shouldn't start with saying this. I almost said a slur. That's not a slur. Probably should start by saying a bad word for the YouTube stream. Gonna tank my freaking SEO, dude. Hi, Jupton. That's fine. You could do that in theory. Although it might count too. I don't know. Nice. Why don't you pick one that doesn't require all the qualification? Your second go-to. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, hello everybody. It's a Friday. I have rehearsal, so today's stream is not gonna be super long. What it is gonna be is a stream where we're gonna take a look at, we're gonna talk about the fall 2025 seasonal anime that have been, released so far. It's only the season basically only started this past week. It's been around a week, maybe two, depending on what the show is. But I don't remember if it was last week or the week before. I think it was last week. It might have been the week before. I actually can't. Hold on, let me check. Either last week or the week before, we took a look at all of the anime that were coming out in the fall season, and let me see. No, that was last week. Yeah, that was last week. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, last week we took a look at all the shows that are coming out this season. Watched all the trailers of the ones that were interesting, and I made a little spreadsheet of all the shows that we're gonna watch, how many episodes we feel like watching, all that kind of good stuff. So we did that last week. A lot of those shows have started to, come out. However, not all of them are out yet, but in any case, I already, scheduled this, and I'm stubborn and lazy, which is a lovely combination, so it's what I plan to do, and it's what we're gonna be doing. We are gonna be going over the first episode 1 of all the shows that I've watched, of all the shows that are out as of right now. So there are a couple to go through. It won't take too long, and then after that, we're just gonna do the regular trivia and Dles stuff. You know how it goes. But welcome, and welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, freeloaders, to another now load-end stream, I guess. Another broadcast, another couple of hours of talking in circles. So we're gonna be checking out the I made a little tier list tier list. I'm gonna be placing them into specific categories. I might change the name based on what we have. So what is partially different with this season as opposed to last season, I actually went and I added some anime to the list of shows that looked kind of bad. Shows that looked like they might actually be garbage sewage water, because I wanted to spread myself. No, I wanted to stretch myself. I wanted to, go outside of my comfort zone, as it were. And that's what we're here to do today. No, I corrected myself, alright? I said pause. I said no homo. I covered all the bases, okay? You can't say that I did a thing that might be misconstrued as gay, which is the worst thing that a person can be, apparently. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we added some actual trash anime this season, shows that I think are actually gonna be bad. Because last season we had no garbage can. There we go. We had no garbage anime last season. All the shows that we watched last season were at least passable, and most of them were actually pretty good, which is not a bad thing, but we need some content. We need a little bit of sensationalism. We need to be like, this is the worst show I've seen in my entire life. But anyway, really quickly, going back to previous season, I mean, that's not what we're here to do today, but I just want to say, obviously, I've talked up To Be Hero X a good amount from last season. I think Moist Critical made a video about To Be Hero X where he was like, not enough people are talking about the show. So I'm hoping that you know, get some eyes on that show because it is good. Hey, he actually clipped it. Betrays what? What does it say? Betrays both Johns. Oh, because I said being gay is the worst thing you can be, or something. Yeah, definitely, man, definitely. And that's the way I feel. All right, that's just the way it is. Oh, ad break started. That's okay. I was saying, yeah, To Be Hero X, go watch it if you want something to watch. It's very good. Great multimedia property. I mean, I think it's pretty popular. I'm curious, actually. Now I've gone on a separate train. To Be Hero X. I wonder how. Okay, yeah, it has an 8.73. That's very good, actually. That's like very good. What does that place it in the rankings based on a score? 49. Yeah, ranked number 49 out of all the anime on Mal. You know, that's actually quite good. Let me see, Ganglion. Okay, this is all just, yeah, rank 49th of all the anime on here is actually quite good. It's not a lot of users, but yeah, like I said, it's well liked. It's not necessarily the most popular thing on the planet, but it is a good show. So I recommend to all who are, you know, looking for something to watch. Anyways, let's get things started. I believe this is in alphabetical order, so we're gonna be starting with some shows that might not be necessarily the best, but they're the first. We're starting out with this show right here. What's it called? It's got a long name. My Gift, level 9,999 unlimited gacha. Backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. I'm out for revenge. That's the name of this show, okay? And it tells you pretty much everything you need to know. It's basically, this show is all the like fantasy video game, fantasy anime tropes in one, except it's not an isekai. That's like one of the only things, that's only boxes it doesn't actually tick. I started watching it, we watched the trailer, it looked like garbage because, you know, the name and the premise. The premise is the main character is, in this world, everybody has a gift, okay? Everybody has a gift, and the gift determines, you know, how good they are, their value in this world. Main character's gift is called Unlimited Gacha, which is, hold on, actually, I've had notes for this, right? It's, he lets him roll a gacha. He only gets like trash, like rotten food and all this stuff. And also, this is a world where there's, I think, 9 races, and there's apparently humans are discriminated against because they're stinky and ugly, according to the other races. So he's like trying to find a guild to join, and then eventually there's a guild that are like, oh, we want to make a guild with all the 9 races so that we can like get rid of all the discrimination. And he's like, oh, great. And they're like, no, it doesn't matter if your, you know, gift isn't great. We'll take you in. So they take him in, and they go to this dungeon, the backwater dungeon, like the title mentions, and they betray him. They're like, oh, we only let you in because we thought maybe your gift was like a special kind of gift, but obviously it's not, so we're gonna kill you. We hate you. Fuck you. You're so stinky and ugly, you stupid humans. Can't use it. This man is a menace. I have to, okay, let me accept it first. I should have turned it off. Okay, you son of a gun. Where is that? Why is it not here anymore? Hold on. Yeah, I love you too. Alright. There and there. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh shoot, there's a bunch of hydrates from days ago that I have done. Alright. How long is the thing? How long? Where? All requests. 5 minutes? Okay. I'm trying to see what the description is. Sign. Oh, I should. Okay. All right. Start it now or whatever. So anyway, they stab him in the leg. He gets teleported to the bottom of the dungeon, and if you are somebody who follows anime of this kind, the plot basically mirrors Arifureta, which I actually very much enjoyed the manga for. It actually it actually inspired one of my D&D characters that I played. So I clocked it like immediately. I was like, yeah, this absolutely copies that, or at the very least has the same structure, right? But it's not great. He gets sent down. He's about to get killed by a big... Oh, fuck off, dude. Nah, man. Nah, including contractions. No, we're not doing contractions. Nah. Nah, no contractions. No contractions. No contractions. 9, I refuse. But, he's in there. He's about to get killed by big monster from the bottom of the dungeon. He uses the thing again. He uses the yeah, but that, listen, man. I didn't agree to that part. Okay? I didn't agree to that one. Contractions are different. It's a different word. He uses it goes super crazy, and he summons a woman, a human woman. He summons a human woman. A living human woman comes out of his gacha, and she's level 9,999, and she goes, because you're at the bottom of the dungeon. I said she, I didn't say she's. I said she, first of all. I didn't say she's, all right? So I actually was aware of what I was saying when I said it. You can clip me. Go right ahead. No, I didn't. You can clip it. Feel free. Follow your heart. But she goes, because there's so much mana at the bottom of the area, your gacha is better, so then he can pull human people for some reason, and that doesn't get treated in any way. And she instantly loves him as soon as she meets him, which was like kind of weird, but I mean, I guess it's a power fantasy, so like, you know, the whole thing is like everybody is gonna like rue the day they decided, everybody's gonna rue the day that they decided to go after him and, you know, betray him and all that good stuff. I thought that the premise of the show could actually be interesting if it was treated as something that could be interesting. Like the idea of the main character having a totally random gacha as like their only power. You could like do interesting stuff with that. You could make it like, you could do a lot of interesting story things with. Like, I was, ever since I started playing Dungeons and Dragons in like, you know, early, it kind of changed the way that I think about like stories and storytelling, especially like anime, any kind of fantasy story, but like any kind of like storytelling like this, where like I often just think about like when you're writing a story or creating a story like this, I mean, you want to keep the audience and the viewer interested in what is happening, and you have to give them interesting hooks, especially when it comes to a genre that it's so that is played out. Yeah, I know I'm saying is a lot right now, but that has so much saturation right now that has like infinite shows that cover the exact same ground, and it's kind of wasted potential in a way that only makes the show worse, if you ask me. It also reminds me of the manhwa Pick Me Up Infinite Gacha, which kind of has a similar premise. It kind of like, I mean, it's like, even from the name, you know, the Infinite Gacha is also the name. Oh yeah, it's been 5 minutes. Okay. It has a similar premise. It has a similar conceit, but it does a much more interesting thing with it. And like, I mean, it's a better premise all the way through. If the show sounds even passingly interesting to you, I'd say you can probably skip it or watch it because it's like kind of trashy, and then read Pick Me Up Infinite Gacha, because like that show is actually good, or that manhwa is actually good as far as I've read, because I'm not caught up with it right now. But anyways, one of the things that a lot of the trash shows that I'm watching this season kind of reminded me I hate in any story really, but like anime does it a lot, is when a character does something and like a side character or another character sees it happen with their own two orbs, and they're like, and then they're like, how did you do that? And then the character's like, oh, I just did A, B, and C. And then they're like, no, A, B, and C are impossible. Everybody knows A, B, C is impossible. And it's like, well, yeah, but like you literally just watched them do it. Like you saw them do A, B, and C. In this show and in another show that we'll talk about a little later, the character does something, and then in this show, when he summons the person, he's like, how did you get summoned? And they're like, you used your skill and I got summoned. He's like, that's impossible. My skill can't summon people. All it does is make trash stuff. And it's like, well, you saw it happen. You did the skill. It became all shiny and the human came out of it, and it showed you the card of the human that says that you summoned them. So like, that's like, you don't, like, it's lazy writing is how I would describe it. Because like, you could just go past that. The character has already seen it happen. Like, it's one thing to be like, I can't believe my eyes, and like be in shock about something, but it's another thing to like see every step of it, and then have someone explain every step that you saw happen, and be like, no, that's impossible. What you explained can't happen, because that's not normally what happens, even though I just saw it happen. It's just, it's tiring. Anyways, it's another guy gets kicked out of his party. He wants revenge. He's actually OP. People thought he was trash. He's not trash. He's gonna become the Eminence in Shadow. He's gonna become the redo of the healer. He's gonna become the kicked out of the heroes party. He's gonna become all those things, and it's not great. Anyway, that is level 9,999 Infinite Gacha, my gift. Level 9,999 Unlimited Gacha, backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. I'm out for revenge. The show, the anime, based on the hit light novel of the same name. It's not great. It's somewhat somewhat entertaining, I would say. If you are looking for something really trashy that you can half pay attention to, and whenever you pay attention to it, you're like, what the hell is this? It's not the worst choice. It's not the most garbage around, though, so it's kind of like, it's a little boring as well. I've only seen the first episode. The first episode was like fine, if not just like very generic. Anyway, that's enough. I'm tired of talking about that show. Okay, get it out of my sight. Next show, we are going to be talking about I don't remember if I posted this for Jupton, but for the bands and all the other stuff, you could pick the various candies and stuff. Yeah, you can exchange your 9 points. I think it's like 3 points is a spicy bear. No, yeah, I think it's maybe 2 points is a spicy bear. 4 points is a sour candy, and 4 points is a Bean Boozled. Or 3 points is a Bean Boozled. There. I should increase the price. We'll see, though. I mean, it doesn't happen enough. I haven't really gotten an understanding of the 3 Bean Boozleds. Okay, hooray! Bean Boozled, hooray! I haven't opened this package in a minute. It took me a month to save for this.
That's because you're never on stream. If you're on stream more often, you'll get more points.
Here's the spinner. I'll read it off, don't worry, but I have to spin it this way or it doesn't properly spin. Yeah, that's understandable. Just quit your job, dude. It's simple. Just quit your job and just like become like a crypto guy. Payment rents and much stream every second. Fair. Okay, our first one is Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. Great. Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks. I hope I get the Stinky Socks, as long as they're insert female actress name here, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. Is that anything? What does it look like? Looks like one of these. We're on Twitch. Yeah? Oh, like a Twitch streamer? Don't you mean Amaranth? I don't know. I guess she's a celebrity, yeah. I don't know. I don't think I've actually seen Amaranth before. I don't think I know what she looks like. I believe this is the Stinky Socks slash Tutti Frutti. So here goes. I mean, it doesn't smell like anything. Time to bite down. That's Sticky Socks for sure. Oh, it's bad. It permeates so quickly. It like spreads to every corner of your mouth. Don't put it on your tongue. Trick one. Oh, that's actually maybe the worst one I can remember tasting from Bean Boozled before. Wow, that's really bad. That's like, yeah, it's really bad. You really don't want that to touch your tongue. Okay, that's one. Nope, hold on. It's not spinning. What is that? Burnt rubber or licorice? I don't even like licorice. So if it's good, I won't like what it tastes like. It's licorice. Honestly, I prefer it to the socks. Like the anise flavor spread all the way across. Honestly, it's a welcome. Maybe I do like licorice now. Maybe. Okay. Last one. Maybe I should have put all three in my mouth at the same time. Next time. It's not spinning. Daniel doesn't know how to. It's not my fault, okay? It's not well designed. It got Tutti Frutti Stinky Socks again. I think there's something wrong with this. There's something wrong with this. I think there's something wrong with this spinner. Fuck that. You know what I'm gonna do from now on? I'm fucking done with this stupid spinner. I'm gonna go to the spinner website and I'm gonna make my own Bean Boozled spinner that actually is random and not made by like an impoverished child in like the eastern bloc of like Russia or China or something. Not getting enough food to even be able to see straight. How you expect them to make a proper spinner in the first place? And you're laughing? Fuck. I think this is Tutti Frutti. Fuck. It's so bad! How many of them are even in here? I think that's all of them. Talk about me. Just swallow it. I swallowed it. It's stuck in my teeth. I can't drink water. Drinking water is cheating. Oh, gosh. It's fine. That's just totally fine, man. Oh boy, not even an issue. That is really, truly much worse than I imagined it would be. That one in particular. Burnt rubber, fine. We've had like a good number of them. Burnt rubber is fine. The one that's like dirty bandage or whatever it's called. I think wet dog is fine. Old bandage it tastes weird, but it's not like disgusting. I don't remember barf. I don't think we've gotten barf before, so maybe I'll put that one might be worse. Liver and onions. I mean, honestly, liver, I don't like the taste of it, but it's edible. Humans eat that. So toothpaste is literally just like you put that in your mouth, hopefully twice a day. Hopefully you put that in your mouth twice a day. That's like literally, it's made to be palpable to the human palate. Else people wouldn't use it. Dead fish. I can imagine dead fish being bad. Oh. The stinky socks one is like truly vile. I'm not gonna lie, I was unfamiliar with your game Bean Boozled. I haven't tried all of them yet, so I was like, it's actually not even that bad. I might increase the price of Bean Boozled by 1 as a result of this situation here. All right, let's move on. Tariffs. Yep. My favorite word, music to my ears, tariffs. I can't do the impression, so I'm just gonna say the words. Tariffs. We call them tariffs. My favorite word. I'm tariffing Bean Boozled. It now costs 4. Golly, man. And I can't drink water for like the next 10 minutes. I have to suffer. It's still stuck in my teeth too. I just have to make sure my tongue never goes to the right side of my mouth. It'll be totally fine. All right, next anime that we're checking out today is this one right here. Actually, let's just go down the list on Mal. That's easier. We can actually go through some good ones. Next one we're checking out is My Friend's Little Sister Has It In For Me. Ooh, tomodachi na imoto ga ore ni dake uzai. My friend's little sister has it in for me. I watched this show because I saw it and I thought this does not look like my kind of show at all. Maybe not since I was in like middle to high school and like watching like To Love Ru and like Rosario plus Vampire and shit, because I was a young impressionable boy with nothing but free time. But this show, I can see. I know the demographic for this show. Okay, the entire premise of the show is main character Akiteru deeply believes. He starts the show by being like, I've heard many people say that like sometimes if somebody likes you, they'll tease you, and he's like, but I don't believe that because that makes no sense to me. I care about efficiency, so I can't imagine somebody being mean to you and also liking you, which is like the premise of his. Oh, you're a bean and you're a mean bean man. All right, bye-bye. He's like, my mouth is also still stinky and nasty, making it hard for me to speak and think. He is like, because of that, I think it's not real. I don't think that anyone who's mean to you could possibly like you, which is like a flawed, premise to start with. It's stupid. It's stupid. Why is bro being like, it's just stupid. It's stupid, and it pissed me off a little bit, and even more so as the show continues. So anyways, he has a good friend in school, and his friend has a little sister. She always teases him and stuff, and is all like, it's basically Don't Mess With Me Nagatoro, except it's a different girl. She teases him and he's like, stop teasing me, and then she secretly likes him, but he doesn't know that or think that because she can't like him if she teases him. Duh. But yeah, dumb guy says he's all about efficiency and thus ceases to understand human nature, ? That was something that I wrote. And then, yeah, not my kind of thing. It's Don't Mess With Me Nagatoro, different voice actress, different characters. I will say, to give the show a little bit of kudos and credit, the main chick, the bully girl who has it in for him, has a good voice actor. She's really working, you know? Lots of, you know, varied deliveries and, you know, styles and stuff. She's, you know, obviously being the character that's teasing everybody and being all silly, she's having a lot of fun with it, and it's like done well. I like that. You're so efficient. Okay, yeah, good VA, lots of personality. And I also wrote the will they won't they kind of tsundere bullshit is already tiring, and it's only been one episode. And I think that's basically my my verdict for the show as a whole. It's not at all for me in the first place. Like, obviously, like, whoever, people who know, people who want it know who they are, and they're gonna get it. Oh, the burps aren't good either. The burps are bad. I'm not those people. I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't want to get it. It's bad for me. There were a couple of interesting story hooks that were put at the very end of the first episode with one of the other characters, but it didn't have anything near enough for me to actually want to watch more than one episode. So I watched one episode, and it's getting dropped. All right. Hold on a second. Actually, I need to add another. There we go. No, that's not what I wanted. I need to add another row below. That is like black. No. Oh, no, wrong color. Yellow. What's beyond yellow? Green, I guess? Yeah. Black. It's kind of hard to read that, isn't it? So bad it isn't good. How do I make this like look at this. This is like the formatting, the paragraph formatting is like off. It's not, it's fixed here. It'll probably fix itself at some point, but also, yeah, that color is not readable. There we go. So bad it isn't good. Because this is garbage, but at least you can watch it and enjoy it. This is garbage. I mean, you can watch it and enjoy it. I'm just not gonna, I'm not gonna do either of those things. I don't know. In my opinion, this is so bad that it isn't good. It's the production value is there. Its animation is not bad. Character designs, I guess, are fine. They're human people, generic anime style. While they were helping you with your work, would you ask for some? What would you do if you had a teacher that was eating French fries, chips, or popcorn while they were helping with your work? Yeah, I'd ask for some. I mean, it depends on your relationship with the teacher, you know? If this is the first time you've ever like interacted with them, they're just like a brand new tutor, I'd still probably be like, hey, can I have one? Especially if it's, you know, like, if they're just kind of openly doing it, like if it's like, if they're holding it while they're like, you know, sitting next to you and stuff, yeah, definitely. Hit them with like a, like, can I grab a single fry or maybe a chip? I mean, if you brought it, you gotta share it with the class, you know what I'm saying? The teachers be pulling that stuff all the time, so you gotta turn it back on them. You gotta hope you brought enough for the class. If it's just me and you, I mean, at least give me a chip. If I got the question right, I mean, give me some kind of incentive. It's called positive reinforcement. I'd say so. Anyway, this is so bad that it's bad, in my opinion. Next show that we're talking about is a show that I actually like. Hooray, hooray. Actually, one of my favorites of the season. I will also add. May I ask for one final thing? We read the synopsis last week. Main character is Dutch, the queen, the daughter. I can't speak English, guys. My brain is completely fried by the beans. The main character is a daughter of a duke, I believe, of a duchy. She is betrothed to the second prince of the nation in which she resides. She is known as a somewhat cold, not very personable, not very emotive person. However, people close to her, like her older brother, know that she is quite, you know, volatile, some might say, and she's prone to violence. So the show basically starts with her at a ball. The second prince is like, hey, I'm canceling our marriage and I'm getting married to this other girl instead, because I think you suck and I've been bullying you all these years and you can't do anything about it because I'm the second prince. And then she's like, all right, bet, but can I ask for one final thing, which is like the title. And she says, can I beat the tar out of you and knock you on your ass? And he's like, huh? And then she punches the girl in the face, and then she punches him in the face. And then at the party, she's like, all you nobles who've been like, you know, talking behind my back, and you're not even saying anything after this injustice, and you're all part of this evil faction, you can get these hands too. And then she goes in and puts on some spiked gloves, and she starts just boxing everybody and beating all their asses. Really good, really fun. Probably my favorite main character of the season. I don't know if it's anime of the year potential, in all honesty, but I'm gonna put it in so far so great. The characters are fun. The comedy is very good. Characterization is enjoyable so far. Lots of very distinct characters with distinct personalities. The first prince is there. He's a little shithead, but he's not like a bad guy like the second prince. The brother is here. She's really easy to get behind. Really fun. She has a fun personality, and like it's characterized really well as well. Her internal monologue is very different from her external in a way that is enjoyable, but it's not super goofy or anything like that. So like I recommend it. Not at all what I expected it to be, I will say. It was kind of a bolt from the blue, out of left field kind of deal for me. It was very surprising. I give it like a, so far, episode 1, I give like a 9 out of 10. Not like, it didn't knock my socks off. It wasn't like, holy shit, I gotta wait for episode 2. But I am gonna watch probably the whole season because of the first episode. I believe, let me actually check. I said that I'd watch 3 episodes of it, and so far, I mean, I'm on for more than 3 if it continues to, you know, continues to do what it's doing so far. So it's going in so far so great, and it'll probably be at the top if things continue that way. Next show we're going to be talking about is my status as an assassin obviously exceeds the heroes. This show, oh wow, wait, yeah, look at that. We had two Phantasy Star Online songs, one after the other. That's surprising. This show is basically beat for beat another show that's like the aristocratic assassin, or assassin reborn as an aristocrat in another world or something like that. It's an isekai. It's a lot of other isekai in a very similar looking package, honestly. A few things I'd say to its benefit is the art style is pretty striking. It actually like it doesn't look just like, you know, run-of-the-mill carbon copy, you know, just like assembly line manufactured product. It actually looks a little different. It has longer face characters. The actual shading and color palette is a little darker, a little bit more saturated. It harkens to the old school anime art style in a way that kind of caught my eye. That's part of the reason I put it on the list in the first place, because it's just purely based on the premise. It wouldn't have been on this list. I wouldn't have decided to watch it for the season. But how many episodes did I put for this? 2. I put 2 episodes. It's animated by Studio Sunrise, which I have, you know, some good feelings about Studio Sunrise. I've watched a good number of their shows in the past. So that gave me some benefit of the doubt. And all in all, it's like passable. It's seemingly unoffensive. It's not like the worst thing in the world. I've seen some people posting there's a fight that starts the show, like at the very start of the show there's a fight, and I've seen people posting that fight around on Reddit and on social media. It's like, oh, look at this cool Sakuga. So, you know, the people, it's reaching its, you know, intended audience. The people who just want to watch people fight and be strong and stuff. I mean, okay, for some more, you know, description. Main character is Kuroko from Kuroko no Basket, basically. He has very little presence. People don't really notice him. He's in class reading light novels, just kind of vibing and chilling. the entire class gets sent to another world. They're like, hey, we need your help to slay the demon king or whatever. And the main character finds it a little bit suspicious how they were teleported there and like all that stuff, because the guy, the king that welcomes them doesn't really say anything about like sending them back, or doesn't give a lot of information. The rest of the class is like, oh, this seems all fine, but he's like, nah, something seems a little weird. So he hides his status as the assassin, because they're looking for only one person in the classroom is the hero, and he's the assassin, but his stats, as the name denotes, exceeds the heroes by like a lot. He has a lot better stats just like at the start. And yeah, I called it Kuroko no Backstab. That's a pretty good one, dude. That's what I'm gonna call the show from now on, Kuroko no Backstab. Yeah, it's fine. It's not great. It's not like horrible. It's not special. It's pretty generic, but the things that like it has going for it are the art style. The animation is pretty good. It's the first episode, so you know they're gonna put budget into it. Well, time will tell if the animation continues to be that good. There is a bit of a story there, because like the main knight, like the head knight, is actually trying to betray the king, and the main character is like, I'll help you, because the king is obviously a bad guy. So there's some subterfuge, there's some, you know, politics in there. But if you want more actual politics, this show is more what you'd want anyway. This is kind of like really base level, not a lot of world building, and the world doesn't seem particularly interesting as of yet, other than just figuring out like what's going on and why they're summoning the heroes in the first place. Because apparently they had to sacrifice something major to summon the people from the other world. We don't know what it is. I guess I might find out unless I drop it. Time will tell. For now, my status as an assassin is obviously exceeds the heroes, is sticking in seemingly unoffensive, because it is seemingly unoffensive. As of right now. Okay, next show that we are watching is This Monster Wants to Eat Me. I'm gonna make a new row. It's gonna be called there we go. It's gonna be called Totally Fine, but Not For Me. See, why is the formatting on that fine, but the formatting on this is so bad? What the heck is going? What is the format of this thing, man? So bad, it's not good at all. Okay, not good at all is too extreme. I don't think it's not good at all. I think it has some redeeming qualities. Anyways, Totally Fine, but Not For Me. This Monster Wants to Eat Me is... when I first saw it, I thought it was going to be like the Summer Hikaru died from last season, except it's girls instead of boys this time. It's kind of like that. It has no real glaring issues. The animation seems pretty good. It's not like super like, you know, motion heavy or anything. The character designs seem fun. I actually really like the main character's character design. The like, I don't know, it's not even like a turtleneck, but it is like she has like a turtleneck under her school like outfit that kind of like makes her stand out, and like it kind of fits her demeanor. It's a really well done character design that's not over designed. It's not like extremely like crazy, but it just fits the character in a way that kind of I really like, in a way that really like just fits the character's like vibes and style. Let's see if I can open this image in another tab. It's hard to see it. Yeah. So like, yeah, she looks like that. She has like the little turtleneck under under the school outfit, the school uniform, and it kind of just, yeah, it fits her because she's the reserved main character. something happened to her family. We don't yet know what happened to her family, but as a result, it's left her kind of empty inside, and seemingly she wants to, no longer be alive kind of thing. But she persists because, she has friends in school, and then one day a weird lady sees her and is like, hey, be careful, don't fall into the water. And then she gets attacked by like a weird demon creature. It's not a Yuki Onna, but it's one of them yokai. And the same weird woman shows up and saves her, and turns out that she's a mermaid, and she's like, listen, okay? You have very, very delicious smelling blood and flesh. You're gonna taste great, so lots of yokai and monster wanna eat you. They're not gonna eat you. I'm gonna eat you, but not yet. I gotta wait for you to ripen. I gotta wait for that meat to really get, to that perfect consistency, perfect marbling, and then I'll eat you. And she's like, kind of like, all right, bet, honestly. That's kind of how the first episode goes. So that's the premise. The show itself, like I said, has no problems. It just it's not really for me. The way the lines are delivered, the internal monologue of the main character, the symbolism, the cinematography, none of them are bad. They're just really long-winded and melodramatic in a way that for me personally borders on saccharine and is a bit boring, a bit uninteresting. It's only been the first episode. I am gonna watch the second one, but I don't really feel compelled to watch the second one. There isn't really much of a mystery other than what happened to her family. It definitely had something to do with the ocean, because whenever she sits and just sits for a little while, she starts hearing water, and she starts seeing herself at the bottom of the ocean and stuff, and seeing fish swim around her. So something happened with the ocean, certainly. But it's not really catching me. It's not really catching me, but it's not bad either at all. I think it's actually quite good for what it is. I just don't really like what it is. Which is why it's going to totally fine, but not for me. Next one we are looking at is Sanda. Sanda is probably, of all of these shows that we have here, all the shows of the season, even the ones that are returning shows like One Punch Man, Spy Family, Campfire Cooking Skill, Hero Academia Final Season. This is what I've been anticipating the most. By the way, Hero Academia Final Season first episode came out. So far, so good. I mean, I knew, as somebody who's read ahead and finished the manga, I knew that it was going to be good, and I think they're doing a great job with it so far. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about Sanda. Sanda is a manga by something Itagaki. Sanda. Paru, not Paru. I keep wanting to say Haru. Her name is Paru Itagaki, daughter of Baki creator. I was gonna call him Baki Itagaki, but yeah, daughter of Baki mangaka. She is the creator of Beastars, and Sanda is, I don't think it's her second, it might be her third original work. And it's getting animated by Studio Saru or Science Saru, who are doing Dan Da Dan. Lots of good things on the onset that are liable to create a one-of-a-kind banger show. I've read a good volume or two of Sanda already. I stopped because I wanted to watch the anime. So, first episode came out, and okay, it's rated middling so far. The first episode I think was really good. I think that the art style is very unique. I think Paru kind of has a very unique drawing style already, kind of similar to someone like One, although I think she's a better her baseline when she started drawing is doing the manga is definitely higher than One was. But in the same way that Mob Psycho doesn't look, the actual character designs and stuff doesn't look typical, Sanda is that same way. It has a more unique art style, more unique character designs, and just proportions in general. The premise of the show is kind of wild. The first episode doesn't really delve into the premise of the show too much. We're probably going to get more of that in the second episode, but as somebody who actually has foreknowledge of the show. I think maybe I'm a little bit more on board on the onset than somebody who's never seen the show before might be. It's a wild premise. Main character is a descendant of Santa Claus, and he is trying to hide that fact. He goes to a school, a special boarding school. I don't want to spoil too much because they haven't actually talked about it in the show yet, but he goes to a special boarding school. He's hiding the fact that he is a descendant of Santa Claus, and main heroine, FMC, if you will, needs Santa Claus because she's trying to find her friend who disappeared mysteriously. People say that she just like ran away, but she's like, that's not what happened. She wouldn't have done that. And so she needs Santa. She's trying to get him to accept the fact that he can transform into Santa whenever he wears a red coat. And as Santa, he's compelled to fulfill the dreams of little children all around the world. So this show, I'll just say, has a lot of interesting themes about like adulthood, adolescence, what it means to be a child, what society deems as a child, birth rates. It's got a lot of like interesting stuff in here. So I'm still, I think it is anime of the year potential. This is more just based on what I know of it and less based on the first episode. So I'm gonna take it down to so far so great just to be, a bit more, fair. Because this one, I have some bias for it already. Do I have my bias sticker? No, I think the bias sticker got lost in translation. That's really unfortunate, yeah. Because we're going to do the opening thing soon, so I'm going to need that bias sticker. I wonder if, whatever, it's fine. I'll figure that out later. Anyways, that's Sanda. Sanda's pretty good. Pretty good so far. Like I said it though, I'm very excited for what more it has to come. This is the kind of show that people will say is like, holy crap, this show is so random. Which honestly is one of my least favorite descriptions for anything ever in the year of our Lord 2025. I'm so tired of hearing people say blank is just like LOL, it's just so random. Because like it's like not really, you're not saying anything. And like I don't want to start, but I'm gonna start. Here we go. I'm starting. When people are like, LOL, so random, it just, to me, what I'm hearing is like, I don't understand what's happening. A lot of these shows that people describe as random, like Dan Da Dan is a great example, are thematically consistent. The things that happen might happen suddenly, but it's not quote unquote random. Like people substitute like that was surprising with that was random, which maybe is like a difference between the way that I understand the word and the way that they understand the word, and which is fair. See, I didn't go off too crazy actually. I'm being very gracious in my rant. The random to me is like the word denotes random. Like there's no rhyme or reason for the things that are happening. It's just like a spontaneous, without warning, without reason occurrence. But in these shows, the things that are happening for reasons. They have explanations. They even have like foreshadowing. They also have like, like ties. There's like, you can pinpoint what led from one thing to the other, you know what I'm saying? And maybe part of it is just like I just know more of the show than other people in the first place. But yeah, like I said, I just the word random, just calling things random to me is like it's just such a boring observation that doesn't actually say anything, and also makes me think a little less of you. I might be wrong for that, Maybe you should think less of me for that, but that's the way that I feel. Anyways, Sanda's good. Watch it. Keep your eye on it. I think it's anime of the year potential. I moved it back. All right, next show we're taking a look at is Yase no Last Boss ga Arawareta. That is a wild last boss appears. This is another isekai, folks. Another isekai. However, this show has some hooks. First things first, show looks very good. Very well animated so far, very well animated. It's only the first episode. We know you put the budget into the first episode. You gotta hook the audience in, so we'll have to see how the subsequent episodes go. That being said though, This show is essentially Overlord, but like change the homework a little bit. So main character is a person who played a video game. They were the best at it. They made a character. The game was like a game where you can like kind of build the story based on what the characters in the MMO do, and like the lore grows based on that. So the main character was like the best at the game and like made a deal with the other like top 8 people in the game to like have a war in the game where it'd be that one character, the main MC, versus the remaining 9 or some shit like that. I don't remember the exact number. And they lose, and then he wakes up in one day and he is that character that he made, this lady here with wings. And it's been 200 years since she was defeated. And now he has to figure out what happened. So the game itself actually had a last boss, which was the Demon King. But because these like MCs, these like player characters, these PCs were so interesting and so strong, the actual staff of the game kind of put the Demon King on the back burner and essentially made the main character's character in the game the quote-unquote last boss. But the whole point was that she was supposed to lose, and then when she lost, they would go beat the actual boss, the Demon King, and like I don't know, whatever happens with the game happens with the game. But he made a deal with the other like gamers and also with the company that makes the game for that to be the story. Anyway, he gets sent to the other world. He wakes up as this lady. I think they accidentally summon her when they're trying to summon a hero or something like that. And it's him. He's like, I'm a woman now. They don't really cover that at all, which is fine, honestly. The whole like I'm a woman is like not really, that's not really much of interest there, especially for me. But he has to figure out, well, for one, how he got sent here, although he doesn't seem to care too much about that. But what he's most interested in is like what's happened over the past 200 years. Why is the Demon King not dead is like one of the main things, because like they didn't slay the Demon King. The remaining 7 guys, I think only 3 of them are left alive because like they were long-lived races and stuff like that. So he has to the main character has to figure out, you know, what's going on, what to do. They're still overpowered, so there's the Overlord stuff. It's like Overlord because like, you know, in contrast to Overlord being like the guild gets sent to a different fantasy world, in this case, the main character gets sent to the same fantasy world of the video game, but 200 years in the future. So a lot has changed. And the world building is actually not bad. We get a lot of, you know, threads as to what's going on in the world. Because the main character played the game and was the best at the game, they have a lot of knowledge that they can expound to the audience. But then there's also, since it's been 200 years, they can also receive exposition and have to learn new things about the world around them and about their own lore, because, you know, since they were kind of poised to be the final boss or like a bad person because they basically unified all the kingdoms and then were defeated, there's differing opinions about the character over those 200 years of, you know, change. The way that I'm describing this, you know, you can probably tell I actually was pretty warm. I felt pretty good about this show, actually. It was a surprise to me. It's like I said, the animation is great, so it looks good. The characterization is pretty good as well. Voice acting is pretty solid. Like the characters like are enjoyable to watch and stuff. And even though the premise and like the road it's going down is a little trodden, you know, it's not the first to do it under any circumstance, it still is like giving you enough threads. The world itself seems interesting enough, and it's exploring the story interestingly enough that I'm still interested to watch more of it. Okay, we got plenty of time. So it's going in so far so great as of right now. Next show is My Awkward Senpai. I haven't watched it yet. It is out. It's out, but I haven't watched it yet. It's really getting on. I can't lie. It's getting on my nerves. Like what is with the form? I'm getting rid of you. Hold on. Delete the row. Add row below. Add row above. Oops, didn't mean to add 2. Delete the row. Move it down. So bad. It's not I don't know. You know what? You stay there then. You can just get in the garbage can. What did I call it again? So bad it's not good. You can be good. It's not that bad, okay? The freaking formatting has forced my hand. You can be in the garbage can with the rest of the garbage, okay? By the way, garbage is not like a purely pejorative term in this case, okay? It's like junk food, kind of. Yeah, junk food anime. Honestly, seemingly offensive. Let me move this up. Seemingly unoffensive. I'm gonna say junk food. Yeah. That's perfect. This is like bad junk food. This is like that stuff that is bad for you, but like, you know, sometimes still hits the spot. This is like not the best for you, but it's cheap and readily available, and it helps you get through it, as it were. Anyway, I haven't seen this show yet. It is out, but I only put myself down for one episode, and I just couldn't be arsed as of yet, but at some point. Next show, Dusk Beyond the End of the World. This is a Studio Payworks. Studio PA-Works show. Oh, actually, hold on a second. Before I go on, let me check my notes for Last Boss. Do I not have notes for Last Boss? I might have watched it in the shower. Yeah, I guess I don't have notes for Last Boss. That's my fault. No, it's right here. Yeah, pretty good so far. Looks good and funny enough. I wrote down, imagine trying to pull a hero to save your world from the Demon King and you accidentally pull Hitler. Anyway, not important. That's a bit for another time, okay? Actual final boss mogged. Character designs and stuff is good, but not like top shelf. Yeah, it's not top shelf. It's not the best thing you're gonna watch, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, pretty much that. Okay. So yes, next thing we're looking at is Dusk Beyond the End of the World. This was one of the first ones of the season that I watched, and it also has maybe the most notes. So this show, as opposed to all the other ones, actually has an episode 0 as well as an episode 1. So I technically watched 2 episodes for episode 1, and I'm kind of putting them together because the episode 0 is pretty important. It's not the most important, but it is pretty important. Anyways, this show is a post-apocalypse. It's called, you know, The Dusk Beyond the End of the World, right? So it is a post-apocalypse. The main character is the dude in the back of the pic right there. He is adopted by his dad's best friend, who has a daughter, and they work for this like high-tech robotics company. And his daughter is like now, they're not related at all, but he calls her his sister because, you know, they live in the same house and have for a little bit, right? She's like a super genius. She graduated super early. She's the leading, you know, developer in robotics and like AI and stuff like this. This is a big, heavy AI show, okay? I don't think they use AI like in the show. I don't think so. I don't recall. But it's pretty, like, you know, the robotics, all that good stuff. What happens is not clear. While she's like trying to develop, you know, AI that's essentially indistinguishable from humans, like AI that can learn and like, you know, grow and stuff like that, there's a lot of backlash, mostly from rivaling companies who try to lobby to, like, you know, create bad press about it. But she, you know, pivots to a new product that is not exactly that, and they're having a press conference. A dude runs on stage and starts shooting at them. The main character gets shot 3 times and passes out. He wakes up in like a Bacta tank in like a crumbled building and falls out of the tank and is like, where am I? What's going on? It's been we don't even know how long it's been, but that's pretty much episode 0 is pretty much all that. The first episode, or being episode 0, was pretty cute. Characters, solid. Characterization and, you know, like personalities of the characters, pretty solid. Nothing too crazy, nothing too out of the ordinary, but like well done so far. I mean, you can definitely feel something bad was going to happen throughout the whole first episode, episode 0. And then episode 1, the real episode 1 comes up, and very big Breath of the Wild feels from the environments in the show. Lots of wide open spaces. It's a post-apocalypse, so like nature has essentially taken back over the world of infrastructure and the modern urban, landscape. And the dude gets found by a bunch of people. Lots of people of color in the show, which was interesting. All the villagers, all the people that he meets, except for like when he meets like the cops. The cops are still they're still pasty, as it were. But then again, it's not important at all. He gets found by them. They're like, oh, you were part of we used to call you the Oracle, or like some sort of like deity, because you were part of an ancient artifact. And in this post-apocalypse, they take him to like the village chief. They're like, oh, we have to report that you've been like, recovered to the overseers, which are called Orwell, or Owell, O-W-E-L, but it's it's Orwell, like George Orwell, the writer of 1984. It's a pretty like clear, barefaced, connection, barefaced, homage to the dystopian post-apocalypse that like 1984 is. So it's not subtle, that bit of storytelling there, but he he sees it for the first time, recognizes it's different from his own framework and understand. Oh yes. There is in this new future world, marriage is no longer the way marriage used to be. Instead, they have something called LC, ELSIE, which was also the name of the artificial intelligence from like before the apocalypse. That's what they named the program, was the LC program, the acronym LC. So it's like a weird, why did they call it LC? But yeah, instead of getting married, any number of people can LC with each other, which means they like live with each other and like take care of each other. And it can be any configuration of people, whether it's men or women, any number of people. You get 4 to 10. I mean, you can get any number of people, not 4 to 10, but any number that you can imagine. But the main character is like, oh, that's weird. That's like, it feels unnatural. Which I was like, all right, man. That's I mean, you're making a pretty heavy judgment. And he like acknowledges that it's different from the way that he understands the world. And he's like, wow, things really have changed, but I can't help but feel it's somehow unnatural. Which might be foreshadowing, to be fair. Maybe it is unnatural. Somebody's forcing this idea on people. But like, I don't know. It just seemed like a thing that people were just doing. Anyways, the show is pretty good. Music, one of the, probably the only show I can think of off the top of my head that I've watched that like the music really stuck out to me. This show right here gives me really big Vivi vibes. Really big Vivi vibes. I don't know if it's anime of the year potential per se. I think it's liable to be very, 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 very good, especially if it's done well. But it definitely has like some great production value. There's a fight scene in the second half of the first episode. He meets a girl who looks just like that sister of his. Oh yeah, by the way, in that first episode, they're not actually related, right? But they do have they both confess to each other and like express that they have feelings for each other. The main character and the girl that he lives with, who's not his literal sister, but he called her sister for a little while because he moved in with them after his parents died. In the future, he finds an android that looks just like that girl who developed AI, and except she's blonde. And she's a cyborg girl. She saves his life in a really, really, really well done fight scene. Really, really well done action sequence. That was also pretty funny because like the soldiers that are fighting her, she's just like literally ripping through them like a hot knife through like tissue paper, and the people are like freaking out, which makes sense because I'd also be freaking out if a robot with a laser sword cut my friend into like a huge mist of blood and guts, and I was like trying to shoot at them, but they're like moving faster than I can see. I'd also be screaming. So yeah, it's a really well done, and the music is also really good at the same time. I wrote, oh shit, this music kind of hitting. classic betrayal stuff. Oh yeah, there's a snitch situation where, like, you know, one of the village people snitches to about the guy being there, and then they come in and start messing people up, being like, how dare you lie to us and shit. Obviously corruption in the higher up, you know, Orwellian Big Brother structure that is here, you know, go figure. But yeah, the action scenes were really good. Music was hitting. I was not expecting people to die quite so bombastically. And then she shot a Mega Buster like cannon at somebody, and I was like, this is actually that's kind of overkill, but pretty sick. So I like it a lot. Dusk Beyond the End of the World is a good show. Very enjoyable. I am looking forward to it. Real quick, let me check some. I'm curious about some of these ratings. Okay, cool. Next show, yep. Next show that we got on the list is, I got a little lost. Oh yeah, they're right next to each other. Hero without a class, who even needs skills. Mushoku is jobless or hero or classless. This is one of our 3 trash picks of the season, and boy oh boy do I know how to pick them. This show is animated by Studio A-Cat. For those who do not know Studio A-Cat are the people who did the anime adaptation of hit light novel and manhwa, that is Korean web comic, The Beginning After the End. Studio A-Cat, notorious among that particular community, but at this point now, the anime community, for absolutely botching, bastardizing, and mutilating that anime, that adaptation. It made enjoyers of the property, the light novel and the manhwa, bleed from their eyes, and people who were excited and somewhat interested laugh, guffaw, like straight up Santa Claus, like ho 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 laugh by how horrible and poorly animated, or in some cases not even animated at all, it was. So once I saw that this show was being animated by the same studio, I was like, oh, I gotta jump on board. I gotta see this. I gotta see what they got as a sequel. You know, what's the 2 of the 1-2 that they are throwing at this point. So this basically in a world, not an isekai, but in a fantasy world based on a video game, which is like, now it's one of the 2 genres of fantasy, which like I understand because it's very easy for people to, like, you know, get on board. Interestingly enough, the disbelief suspension feels easier when it's a fantasy world based on a video game. It seems like that's, you know, the rationale, because it's just really easy for people to be like, oh, I get it. It's a video game, you know, there's stat screens, people have classes, people learn skills, people level up and stuff like that. So in this case, it's not a fantasy world, but it is it is not an isekai, but it is a fantasy world based on a video game. People, when they reach 10 or some shit, they go and they find out what their class is. Their class determines the skills they learn as they grow and, you know, live. The main character is the child of like an archmage and a blade maiden or sword maiden, 2 extremely highly prestigious classes. So it's time for his class ceremony, and they're gonna find out what class he is. But I mean, as you can tell from the title, he doesn't have a class. He's classless, and everyone's like, he has no class. That's the word. He must be the worst. We hate this guy, dude. Screw you, you piece of crap, classless, smuggle, mudblood, asshole. But he's like, nah, I'm gonna fight anyway. So he wants to be a swordsman, and he learns skills just by putting in hard work and effort. And he turns the world on its head, because people used to think that you could only learn skills based on the class that you had, and like effort is like not important. What's really important is whether or not you have a really good class, and he's turning it on his head. It's not good. The show isn't good. It's pretty boring. It's animated. The animation is pretty stilted. They're trying, I'd say. They are trying, but oh! That reminds me. This is the show. I took a video I took a video. I'm gonna post it on the, so I can put it on stream. I'm gonna post it on the Discord as well. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna post it on here just so I don't, it's annoying that it's not, the orientation is all weird, but that's okay. And then I can post it on here. I have to like flip it because it's not, it's sideways. But yes, the show that we're talking about here, Studio A-Cat, is not well animated. There are moments where you can see they're trying. I think at its best, it's kind of stilted, but at least the characters are moving and doing stuff. You can see there's effort put in. But at its worst, you do get some pretty comical scenes. The one that is coming to mind for me right now is I think it's in episode 2 or 3. I'm watching the whole thing because I gotta see what happens, right? 3 episodes are out at the moment so far. Here we go. Took you long enough. But let me see. Here it is. I wish I could flip it. I gotta flip it because you gotta like look sideways. All right, hold on. I'll just. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So this is a clip from the show. It's only like a couple of seconds. It's fine. I'm not gonna get demonetized or like copyright struck for this. I wish it wasn't. I don't know if I can rotate this. I can rotate this though. It's not a good idea, but I can. Transform. There we go. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And then I can just undo that later. So, A-Cat. Like look at this stuff. Look at this. Freaking Studio A-Cat. Like look at this stuff. Look at this right here. Look at this scene. Look at this slideshow. It still makes me laugh, dude. It still makes me laugh. Just the full couple of seconds of the character just like standing there completely motionless. Just the literal picture that they put in there. I didn't pause it. That's just, she's just a still image for like a full like 2 seconds with the audience cheering in the back. For context, one of the other characters goes in for a hug and he dodges her. That's the chick there. And then the other character is also going in for a hug, but like they forgot to animate her going in for the hug. So she's just standing there for the hug, just like. And that's kind of that's what you expect. That's what you come to expect in a show like classless guy, hero without a class. I was gonna say classless hero. It's pretty close. So yeah, it's bad. It's not. It's pretty fun. Bad. They're going for something. They're not necessarily hitting it. It's not like the best time you're gonna have watching something bad, I don't think. But it's entertainingly bad, I would say. But yeah, it's definitely trash. As far as like, it's not as trashy as this though. This is trashier. This is played straighter. It's just not good. This like knows that it's trash and is reveling in the trash, it seems. And this is trash for trash by trash. And people that are trash are gonna swallow it up and say, yummy. So maybe it should be at the top of the trash bin, but it's at the bottom of the trash bin because it's the core, you know? It's the foundation, as it were, the foundation. Anyways, that's that show. It's fine. It's actually not fine. It's bad, but like, you know, it's passable. Honestly, I gotta take a look at some of these ratings because it's rated as a 6.5, right? And this one is rated as a 6.7. I wonder what the other thing is rated. And this is a 6.6. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I know how to pick them, but I want to know if there's one that's like a sub 6. I want to see a sub-6 anime. That's what I want. And I want to watch. Oh no, I missed out on the trashier ones, dude. Oh, The Gatherer's Adventure in Isekai is rated even lower. And The Banished Court Magician aims to become the strongest, which is another I got kicked out of the party, is rated even lower than those two. Those are 6.1 and a 6.3. Damn it! Holy crap! Cinderella Grey, Uma Musume Cinderella Grey is the highest rated show of the season right now. That's crazy. No, never mind. Kingdom is rated higher. Kingdom is rated higher. Kingdom is rated higher. Okay, that's good. I guess. I don't watch Kingdom. Okay. Oh, Let's Play! Okay, Let's Play is actually on here. I haven't watched Let's Play yet. First episode is out, but I just haven't had the care to watch it. It's not. It is available. It's rated a 6.1. So honestly, I gotta check that out. The main character talks like she is she talks in video game speak because she's a video game developer, and that kind of makes me cringe. That kind of thing is cringy. It's funny when you do it as a joke every now and again, like just like a self-aware style, but like when you're doing it for real and you're like, oh my goodness, I got totally ganked by that question just now. That's not okay. You need to be bullied. Somebody needs to turn you over and like shake the lunch money out of your pockets and then dunk your head in like a toilet so you don't do that anymore, okay? That's the only circumstance where I am an advocate for bullying. Let me see. Oh yeah, back to Hero Without Class. Some of the notes I wrote. This does not look great. Oh yes, there's a scene. That was one of the things. Yes, in episode 2, there's a scene where the main character is fighting an orc, like a giant orc. It swings down its like mace to try to hit him, and he jumps out of the way. Except in the scene, where the orc's hammer hits is nowhere near where the character was when he jumped. So like he whiffed his attack fully and then the character jumps out of the way and it looks so bad. It looks so bad. It's kind of embarrassing. That's basically what I wrote down. It's so bad it's kind of embarrassing. And this is another show where a character is like, cause he's using skills and like, this chick here is like, it's impossible. You can't learn how to use that skill. And he's like, you just watch. I literally just hit you with the skill 3 times. You watch me do it. And then a second time she asks him, how did you do that? And he's like, oh, I just like learned to do it manually. He's like, that's not, she's like, people don't do that. And it's like, we already had the conversation 5 years ago where you saw me do it and I did it again and you saw me do it again. And now I'm doing a third time and you're still like doing, it's annoying. Anyways, that's that. Also, Japan has the strongest swordsman. In this world, it's like obviously a fantasy world, but like they're like, oh, there's a swordsman from the east. He's the strongest, and he has a katana. And I'm like, hell yeah, Japan, you're making it yourself. You might as well give yourselves a little bit of power creep in there, you know? Japan still is the strongest, even in another world. With my smartphone. Anyway, next show that I'm just gonna rapid fire the shows that I have not seen yet. Ganglion is like they're 5-minute episodes. I have not watched it because I don't know where to watch it. It is not available anywhere, period. I've searched online, where can I watch Ganglion? Where can I watch Ganglion? Answer is nobody knows. The episodes are coming out. It's available on Japanese television if you have Japanese television available, but I don't, so I can't watch it right now, unfortunately. Nausea has not released yet. It releases, I think, next week. Ninja versus Yakuza also has not released yet, I'm pretty sure. No, it's out. Oh no, it's out. I just haven't seen it yet. Okay. I have not seen it yet, so I'm gonna watch that probably later today. This show, the Marie Antoinette, Mechanical Marie, I can't believe I remembered its name. That's actually insane to me. Mechanical Marie is out. I have not watched it yet. It's on my radar, so I might watch the first episode. It's rated pretty poorly, so maybe I won't watch it, but maybe I will watch it just to, you know, find out. This show is actually pretty well liked so far. It's like, what's it called? Past the monster meat, milady. It's rated pretty well. It's on my radar. I have not watched it yet. I might if I have some free time. Ramune bottle. Chitose is in the Ramune bottle. Also fairly well liked. It has started to release. Have not watched it yet. Might watch it. It is only on my radar, so I haven't put myself on the hook for it. One Dance is out. It is on the list, and I do want to watch it, but it's only available on Hulu right now. But I don't have a Hulu subscription, and I don't want to get one, so I'm gonna figure out a way to watch it that doesn't involve that, maybe, or I'll get one. The official statement is that I'm gonna get a Hulu account and pay for it and watch it officially, okay? There we go. Yeah, so I want to watch One Dance, and I will watch One Dance. Ding! Okay. What else? The Wonderland is not out yet. Twisted Wonderland, the anime version of the Disney stuff, not yet released. So, we gotta wait for it to be released. As is this case with this one, the furry romance. It releases in 2 days or no, it releases 4 days from now. So it's not available yet. So we gotta wait for that one too, okay? We only got 3 more shows to go, y'all. Only 3 more shows to go. Okay. It's my child. It's my child. I mean, I can't be an well, actually, that's not true. I can be fairly objective about this show somewhat, okay? Okay, Ginpachi Sensei, Class Z, or Zany Class, Mr. Ginpachi's Zany Class, is a spin-off of my favorite anime of all time, Gintama. I'm a big fan of Gintama here. That's literally, that's Ginpachi Sensei right there. That's literally the guy on my microphone. So I will not lie, I'm a little biased. I am a little bit biased when it comes to Gintama, when it comes to the characters, when it comes to the world, when it comes to seeing them on screen, animated, hearing their voices, even the voice actors for the characters. I will say, first episode came out. It was the first gag, the first moments, the first act of the first episode. Very funny. Funniest part of the episode. And it's also the original part of the episode. So this Ginpachi Sensei is based on a 2006 light novel, co-written, or maybe it got the okay from the original creator Sorachi Sensei, but it is not a direct affair of his. It's also from 2006. So like I said, the best part of it was the first half, which was original, made without any other prior inspiration. Very funny, very silly. It felt like an old friend coming back to town and just having a great time night on the town with that old friend, just like you remember. And then the actual Ginpachi, based on the light novel stuff part of the episode happened, and it was aight. It wasn't that funny. It wasn't that great. It was okay. It was truly just very much just okay. It was still nice to see the characters, but outside of that, it wasn't spectacular. It wasn't it wasn't even to the level of the rest of Gintama. So I have major hope and cope if it's bad. I got the tanks of copium in the back. I'm ready to hook them up if needed, because I'm in it for the long haul no matter what happens. But so far it's aight. Truly is aight. The first, like I said though, the original stuff was very funny. I liked that stuff a lot. That was good. I was laughing, I was chucking it up. But I'm hopeful for the future. First episode was solid. Now we have Tojima wants to be a common writer, I believe is the name of this one. Let me be sure. Let's follow it up. Where is it? Yeah. Tojima wants to be a common writer. This is a show about a young boy who grows up watching Kamen Rider and other tokusatsu shows on the television, loves the world, loves the character fighting against evil, and wants to be just like him. So he trains, he does all the poses, he tries to fight against evil. And then 20 years pass, 30 years pass. When he's in high school, there's a situation where, he's been staying on, he's been training, he's been exercising. He's not just, being like, I want to be him and just like sitting at home. He's going out there, he's running, he's doing all his exercises, he's building up his muscles. There's some hooligans, some delinquents at the school that are terrorizing people. There's a girl who confesses to him, but she's like faking because her boyfriend told her to. And he gets a little embarrassed, but he takes it all in stride. He actually is a bit of a Chad about it. And she actually, comes to apologize to him. And another delinquent group comes over and starts to, be all touchy-feely with the girl. And he beats them up because they punch him first. And he's like, I'm just retaliating. And then they come to school and they're like, hey, man. They all come in and they have like bats and stuff, and they're like, actually like, we're here to like beat your ass. And they do beat his ass because, Kamen Rider isn't real. He is strong because he works out and like, trains, but he's still just one guy. But then she calls for him and he gets up and he's like, I didn't want to have to do this, but I will. He takes off his jacket and he, with marker, painted a Kamen Rider belt on his stomach, and he goes, ching. He actually goes, is it? Henshin! And he transforms, except he doesn't transform because it's not real. People get embarrassed and stuff. It's pretty cringe. I'm not gonna lie. The transformation sequence when he's in high school did make me cringe. I was watching this while I was on the exercise bike at the gym. It made me cringe. Like physically, I had to look away from the screen for a little bit. But he actually does beat all their asses because the power, the morale boost of becoming Kamen Rider, in brackets, not actually at all because it doesn't exist, does actually, help him to beat them up. But then the girl is like, you're weird and also you're covered in blood and kind of scary. It feels bad. Fast forward like 20 plus years. He is 40 years old. He works at a construction site. He, at this point, is actually selling all of his Kamen Rider stuff because unfortunately, shocker, the evil organization doesn't exist. There's no evil that you can just punch and change the world. There's no evil organization that's just like terrorizing people that needs a Kamen Rider to fight against. And it's unfortunate. So he's selling all this stuff because he's like, I'm 40 years old. He's literally 40. I can't do this anymore. I don't want to live the rest of my life alone surrounded by Kamen Rider merch. I want to move forward. He sells all the stuff, but he starts hearing and seeing on the newspaper, on the news, there have been these people who are impersonating this old television show evil organization called Shocker. And they're like, shaking down convenience stores and raiding convenience stores, doing petty crimes. And he's like, oh man, that's annoying. That's weird. But like, and it's becoming a bit of a, what's it called? What's it called when there's like one criminal that does something, and copycat? It's becoming like a copycat criminal situation where a bunch of petty thieves and petty criminals are now putting on Shocker masks and calling themselves Shocker and just doing petty crimes. And eventually he's going to a festival, old town festival, and we see a Yakuza guy who's like trying to make his underlings dress up as Shockers because he's like, yeah, I used to love Kamen Rider, but I always liked Shocker more than Kamen Rider, which is why I became a Yakuza in the first place, because I wanted to be part of an evil, I wanted to be on the side of evil. So he gets them to, go into the festival and start shaking down some of the stalls. Main character Tojima sees it and he's like, this isn't important, it's not my fault, and nothing I can do. But then he hears the cries of the weak and downtrodden, the oppressed, and he's like, ah! And he goes to one of the stands and he sees the Kamen Rider mask and he's like, I'll have one of those, please. He puts it on and he's like, stop right there! And the three goons in the Shocker mask are like, who the hell are you? And he's like, who am I? He starts crying a little bit, and he's like, I'm Kamen Rider! He does the pose, and he gets ready to go, and then they're all laughing and stuff, and he's like, no, man, I'm him. And he runs up to them, and the music starts playing. At this point, I'm hitting a brand new record on the bike. I'm like freaking pumping harder than I pumped before. All right, ask my ex-wife, she wouldn't know anything about this. And he punches them, and they go flying like further than any normal human would be able to punch somebody, okay? He knocks their blocks clean off, punches them multiple feet into the air, beats their asses, does the Roundup kick, and kicks that man through a bunch of like rubble and stuff, and it's sick and legitimately one of the hypest moments of this year's anime for me. I'm not gonna lie, I got very, very hyped during that moment. And then he runs away because, you know, he's like, oh shit, what just happened? And the Yakuza guy watches it all go down and is like, huh, very interesting. And that's how the first episode ends. Now, you could probably tell by my description of this first episode, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Color me surprised. Color me heavily surprised, because I think it might even be anime of the year potential. I'd probably not, honestly. It's well animated, surprisingly. Maybe surprisingly is a bit pejorative, a bit mean, but it is very well animated. It's Leiden Films who do Tokyo Revengers. They do Call of the Night, which also is a very well animated show, so maybe that's part of the reason. But it is well animated. The characters are easy to get behind. The main character is like, you know, I love a good down on your luck older MC, you know? We need more MCs over the age of like 20, okay? I mean, there's a reason why Gintoki is my favorite main character of any anime. I mean, he's also, I think he's like 27 or something like that. He's actually younger than me. Damn. Anyways, he's an old guy. He's given up on his dreams, but then his dreams come crashing back into him, okay? Call to adventure. The hero's journey, it's oftentimes thrust upon the hero. Rarely does the hero choose to leave their home in the first place. But this is a case where it just all happens at once, and it's really well done. The moment that he dons the mask and starts fighting legitimately made me feel a level of hype that I had not felt in a while. And, you know, he got tears in his eye. I didn't cry at the gym, all right? But I did, like, I got real hype. Like, I got very, very, very hype. It was really, really well done. I very, very much enjoyed it. With that said, that's why it is going in so far so great. I don't think it's of the level of anime of the year potential thus far, but I think it's amazing. So right now, this is what my list is looking like, okay? And last, and also, funnily enough, not least, I don't think this is garbage, per se. I think it's in the oh no, honestly. These two are garbage. I don't think I'd call this garbage. Hey, the captain! Hello, hello! It's been a minute, maybe an hour, since you've been around these parts here. And caught me at a good moment, talking about the new season of anime, of which unfortunately I've not watched quite a bit. Surprisingly, but we'll do this again. This is some kind of seasonal anime tier list. How could you tell? Yeah, we're going through all the stuff that we've seen so far. And last, the one that we're gonna talk about right now is Yano-kun's Ordinary Days. This is a kind of classic romance. Main character is the young girl, who is the class captain, the class leader of her class. Remember when Daddy Demo made videos? Seasonal anime. Remembers. Hell yeah, man. Exactly. She's the class captain, and there's a new transfer to the school named Yano, and he comes in with an eye patch on and covered in bruises and bandages. And she's like, what is going on? And he's like, yeah, I'm just very accident prone. So she, being, you know, the person who's like in charge of all the students, gets a little one-track minded about making sure he doesn't get hurt. But as time passes, it turns out that she might have more feelings for him than just, you know, concern for his well-being. So this show is like a pretty classic anime vibe. I would have expected it to go smack dab in the middle of Totally Fine but Not For Me. But to my pleasant surprise, I very, very much like this show. Oh, waffles and lime curd sounds insane. I love lemon curd, I love lime curd. They don't have enough of that in the US. Lemon curd, I remember when I was in New York, I remember going to a bunch of stores and like having to go to a bunch of international stores to find some lemon curd, because like it's just not very common over here. Very UK coded, exactly. I used to have it all the time, and whenever we would travel and like we would like have layover in the UK, we'd always get like lemon curd as a present for me or for my older brother, because we both love the stuff. But yeah, you very rarely, it's much harder to find this stateside. Unfortunately. But yeah, speaking of sweet, this show is very sweet. The art style, it made it look like it was gonna be a bit more melodramatic, kind of like shoujo, like, oh, I love you, or oh, we can't be together kind of thing. But it's very comical, very, ooh, yes, blackcurrant. I mean, yeah, blackcurrants are just not very popular in the US in general, yeah. Any kind of blackcurrant product. But this is very comical. The main character is very animated, she's very silly, very goofy, she embarrasses herself very often, very like high energy in a way that I was not expecting at all. And it's a lot of fun to watch, the chemistry is there, the characters have good like chemistry with each other. It's just a good watch in a way that I was not expecting. So, I am opening... Oh, really? I had no idea that was even a thing. Lyme disease, huh? Banned. That's crazy. Yeah, no, I had no idea about that. That's news to me. That's wild. I wonder what other kind of foods are banned like that. I mean, yeah, there's lots of reasons to ban food in general, but yeah, I've seen a couple of like YouTube videos about like, you know, 10 foods that are now banned in like their native countries, like kazumarzu is like the one that comes to mind for me as far as banned food goes. But that one's like also like, that one's makes sense that it's banned because it's disgusting and bad for you, and you could die. You could just die from eating it, so that's, you know, understandable. Anyways, this is our list, y'all. Yano-kun, very good stuff. I think it's, let me see, let me order it based on interest. For this, let me order based on interest as well. So we're still waiting for the Disney princess anime, except they're guys in like a magic school show. The furry romance show, I don't know. If it's as good or as interesting to me as Yano is, then, you know, I'm all for it. The rest of these, yeah, I think Ganglion is still the one I'm most interested in so far. White Pine Blister Rust. Interesting. Blackcurrant, huh? I mean, I know nothing of that. I'm but a simple peasant. I know nothing of the agriculture. Trash. This one barely gets out of trash. I honestly moved it here because there was nothing on this line. But yeah, this show is unfortunate. It's not like it has potential and it misses the potential. It's just as bad as I expected. Tobacco to bees and scientists were freaking out. I actually do vaguely remember that, yes. There's a lot of, I mean, you know, at the very least, it's better that scientists freak out and then nothing happens than something happened and the scientists are like, it's probably fine about, right? It's like, what's the saying? It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Kind of similar to that anyways. Seemingly unoffensive. Yeah. So once again, we picked some pretty good choices for anime. We don't have that many things in the anus variety, although there are 2 shows that we didn't already have. Oh, and also Let's Play is rated so lowly, it might go into the garbage can too once I watch the first episode, so we'll see. But there are a couple more shows that are rated really poorly that I chose not to put on because I thought they'd be bad, and they were bad, but they might be so bad that they're good, and I gotta find out, so we'll check that. What are the garbage entries? This one is my best friend's little sister has it in for me. This is horny garbage, so beware. You gotta put like tape around it, like no horny please. This is, the name of this one is long. This one is the level 9, my infinite level 99, my gift level 9,999 unlimited gacha, backstabbed in a backwater dungeon. I'm out for revenge. So it kind of wears everything on its on the tin, as it's described. It's just kind of general, not isekai, but still might as well be isekai garbage. This one, yeah, exactly. It's technically not isekai, but it is like a video game fantasy world, which is basically a substitute for isekai at this point. And this one was in the garbage bin, but I moved it out because I was like, it is pretty bad. Honestly, you know what? You're going back in the garbage. You're going back in the garbage, and I'm removing this row. There. This one is the hero with no class. Who even needs skills? 12 seconds into that isekai. Oh wait, which one? So I think isekai and throw up in my mouth. I mean, it's a reverse isekai technically. That is like that genre is technically the reverse isekai, but that's like a pretty big genre in Korea. Is the towers and like the portals entering our world. Danmachi isekai. Aw, yeah, that's definitely not true. Yeah. Okay. Oh no. So I didn't realize Viking Hog. Hello. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice you were, because on my screen you guys have the same color of name, so my brain just like fused you into two different people. Yeah, any fantasy is like, that's, I was talking about this before. It is a new genre of fantasy that has come out that I think is, I mean, it's oversaturated for sure, no question, but is a very kind of easy and lazy. I don't want to say lazy because you can do interesting stuff with it, but it is kind of lazy. And that's the video game-esque fantasy, where it's like, it's a fantasy world except everybody has video game statuses and classes and level up, because like it just kind of came out of the isekai genre. It's true. It's true. It doesn't mean, if that is the world, it doesn't mean, yeah, it doesn't mean that it's going to be badly written, but it does mean that, like, you know, you're kind of taking the easy way out, as it were. So these two are both that. They're not, neither of them are isekai, but they are both fantasy world that is a video game. This one is Studio A-Cat, which, if we're talking about, you know, manhwa and stuff, Studio A-Cat are the guys who did The Beginning After the End anime, which is basically a slideshow that everybody hated. So that was part of the reason why I decided to watch it in the first place, because I was like, I gotta see what this is. And I will say, there is, they put a couple of animation in there. There's at least 1 or 2 animation in the show. And there's also a lot of non-animation in there as well. So it's exactly everything I hoped it would be, and less. But yeah, those ones are pretty sizably and pretty handily in the garbage can. This one is close. This one's close, but has a bit more pretense. Oh, you don't like JC Staff? I think we have a JC Staff show on here that I'm actually okay with. I know JC Staff gets hate as well, for good reason a lot of the time, but they have a couple of good shows. They did, what's it called? They did Sakamoto Days, right? Shitty fads. Oh yeah, Danmachi. Okay, I see. Reading a lot of recent farming, slop, cultivation novels. Get 1 in a dozen dumpster tier copycats. Well, yeah, I mean, that's how everything goes. One person does it well and everybody else is like, oh, over there, and then they just all run in there. Give them amazing IP. That is true. Is JC Staff? JC Staff is not the... They are not the Berserk ones, right? Is that... Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, JC Staff is doing the level 999. Okay, yes, they are One Punch Man Season 2. They're One Punch Man. They did Prison School. They did Toradora. Toradora has a lot of great animation in it, although that was like almost 20 years ago now. But who's counting the time? Yeah, JC Staff ain't too great. They don't have a lot of great shows. They did Konosuba, which isn't really known for its animation at all, but you know, That's something, right? Ooh. Maybe I don't like JC Staff. Wait a second. They did the House of the House Husband is what I was gonna say. They did Way of the House Husband stuff. That's crazy. I didn't hear about that. We need more stuff like that, in all honesty. Similar, well, I guess I was gonna say similarly to when Singapore sued Ubisoft for that boat game. But to be fair, in that case, the game that they put out wasn't actually good. It was actually quite bad. Quite poor. Yeah, Shokugeki no Soma. I didn't watch Sword of Oratorio, and I don't remember if I watched season 2 of Danmachi in all actuality. I did watch season 1 though. I think I read Danmachi after season 1, because that was like before season 2 came out. Man, they have done a lot of shows, JC Staff, though. They did Ikitosen. That's crazy. They've been in the freaking trenches for years, man. Direct if they're pulling the IP. Oh. I see, or they're pulling the IP. I mean, hey, that's a good idea. I mean, having the original guy in there is always a good idea. Yeah, it is an 80s studio. They've been working for a long time. I'm going through the list of the stuff right now, and there's a lot. Slayers. That's crazy. Hold on. Let me just add it over here so that I can have it on the screen. I want to see if I can list it by, yes, filter, sort by score. What's their highest score thing they've done? Psyche K, Bakuman, Konosuba, of course. Yeah, Danmachi season 4. Utena, yeah. Yeah, look at that. Clover, Bakuman. Season 4 part 2. Interesting. They did Railgun, Certain Scientific Railgun, Azumanga Daioh. I mean, Azumanga Daioh is it's once again not really known for its animation. If anything, its lack of animation at times is part of the comedy. Soma. I remember this show. I don't remember the English name, but I do actually remember the show. More Soma, High Score Girl. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, they've been working. They've been working, but yeah, it's definitely not. I don't know, who am I thinking of then that does Sakamoto Days? That people were like kind of cold on. They do 6 to 8 awful ones. Yeah. Here we go. Who does this? Is it Leiden Films I'm thinking of? No. Oh, TMS Entertainment is who I was thinking of. Yeah, TMS Entertainment is the Dr. Stone and other people stuff. Yeah. Oh, and they also did okay, anyways, not important. Where even was I? I was just going up through the list, right? For every good Sorcerer's... Oh, I didn't realize, yeah, they did Sorcerer's Stabber Orphan. I never watched the anime, though. I only read the manga for Orphan. That's why the studio is amazing. Yeah, I mean, Danmachi is very, very well liked. I don't know when I stopped reading. I didn't get as far as season 3, I don't think. I don't remember. It's been a long time, man. All those things kind of meld together. I remember watching Mystoria, though. That was like by the same dude who did Danmachi. And Mystoria was very good. Also, used to know, animated beautifully, obviously. Anything after season 2 is good. Interesting. Read or Die. Interesting. I've not thought about it. I don't think I watched it. I remember seeing it, but I don't think I've ever, like, watched it. Okay. Where was I? This one is fine. This one is for people who like shoujo and melodrama. I'm still gonna watch it, but it's not really, like, as the title describes, not really for me. The Yano-kun, good. Ginpachi Sensei, I'm biased, but I think it's good so far, or at least passable so far. Have you guys heard much about the last boss appears? Paper wishes. All the aesthetic. Oh yeah, I mean that's usually the thing that stays the most, right? And 2 is where quality actually created. 3 went back to season 1 standards. 4 was legit good. 4 part 2, if you handled that script to another studio, would have been anime of the year. And 5 was good again. Interesting. This show, good. Surprisingly good. Surprised me. This show is Vivi, but like not Vivi, but quality like Vivi was. This is my standout surprise of the season for sure. Oh yeah, Hestia Chestia. The boob ribbon created a whole fashion trend with the boob ribbon. I agree, Viking. I agree 100%. The second half of episode 1 caught me by surprise. I had on my notes. I was like, holy shit, she's killing people. Like really killing people. Like they're like exploding into blood, and then like the characters like screaming and like trying to shoot at her and like being like, ah! I was like, no, man, that dude is for me for real. Except me, I would have like thrown my gun down and been like, I give up. I give up. Please don't cut me into cubes. Please don't cube me like you are Yutaka Nakamura or some shit, okay? I'm just a lowly grunt. I will go home and become a family man. But yeah, very, very good show. I recommend it. I mean, anything in these 2, I recommend. Medium to high recommendation. May I ask for one final thing is another show that normally I would place in totally fine, but not for me. But as a result of just like up there in the red, or which one? This red one or this red one? You'd be diced and served as Thanksgiving filler. Exactly. Turn the enemies into stuffing. Some wild stuff, and then she shot that one guy with the freaking Mega Buster. Oh, okay, that one. This is Sanda. This one is a bit of a calling a shot kind of thing. This Sanda is a Paru Itagaki manga. Paru Itagaki is the daughter of Baki creator, I don't remember his first name, Keisuke maybe, Itagaki. She is the creator of Beastars. And this is, I think, maybe her 3rd work after Beastars. And it's being animated by Science Saru, who did Dan Da Dan. Is it shonen? I mean, I think technically, I guess, maybe it might be seinen actually. Hold on. Okay, no, its demographic is shonen. The Fucky Dog. So the Fucky Dog manga, I think, is after Sanda. I think she finished Sanda before doing the Fucky Dog manga. Because she's currently working on the dog manga. I think Sanda's finished. I read a bit of Sanda. You usually detest shonen? I see. So this one, at the very least, the premise is very weird. But long story short, main character is descendant of Santa Claus. But Santa Claus hasn't been around for a long time. It's vaguely post-apocalyptic in some ways. Not like in the same vibe as Dusk After the End of the World. But it is kind of post-apocalyptic. It has a lot to do with the birth crisis in Japan. And yeah, main character turns into Santa Claus when he wears red. And Sensei is trash to be thrown off a cliff. Yeah, Gachiokata is a fun one. So far it's been going alright. I read a bit of Gachiokata in a bit. Volume 1 front page image is his Sanda form. Is it a tall guy with gray hair and like a short beard? If so, yes. Let me see. Yeah. So I mean, so anytime he wears any kind of red clothing, he turns into his Santa form. So that's him wearing like a school jacket. It's wild, and it goes places, and I think that the premise and the way that it goes, because I read the manga a little bit when I saw the show be announced, and I saw that it was like Science Saru and everything. I read the manga and like it was compelling and interesting, so I like stopped and I was like, okay, I'll watch the show. So that's why I put it there, because I think if it really hooks and like they do it well, I think it's liable to, at the very least, if not be like, you know, anime of the year, definitely be like one of the best of the year still. But that one is one that I had a lot of fun with, but these two are the ones I've had the most fun with this season. Tojima Wants to Be a Kamen Rider. It was a great gym show. Like, I was watching this while I was at the gym. This shit really gets your blood pumping, gets you hype. Also makes you cringe a little bit, which is important. You gotta remind yourself about the cringe things in life, all right? It keeps you human. You gotta stay grounded, and that's part of it. And then, yes, May I Ask for One Final Thing is a lot of fun. It's basically an aristocratic, like, villainess story, except the main character, she's not a villainess, and she also likes punching people really hard. You're younger than me already. Famous as a Cell Santa Claus themed shonen battle manga. Well, she does get the buff of being the daughter of, like, a really well-known and well-liked mangaka, you know? If your dad was like the creator of like, if your dad was like Morikawa, creator of like Hajime no Ippo, you'd probably like have an easier time doing something like that, I would say. Not to say that she doesn't deserve, you know, her position, just to say that, you know, it definitely got a buff. Definitely in her character creator, there was a little icon in the bottom left of her screen that's like plus 50% to any, you know, artistic endeavors. I don't know, probably more than plus 50%, but I don't know. That's just, you know, just a off the dome number. Let me see. I think that's basically, yeah, I don't know if I'll post this yet. I think we're just gonna update it next week, because more of these shows will be out by next week. Legoshi was her furry OC before she wrote the Beastars around him. Yeah, that scans. I mean, she does like the animal people, man. Speaking of animal people, this isn't even Beastars, but, you know, this is basically that. It's not out yet, though. I think by next week, we're going to be able to see... Nausea's coming out next week. Our Love Will Make It Through is coming out next week. Those are like the only two I see on here. The rest of these are like coming out. Oh, I guess some of these are already out. I just haven't watched them yet because I didn't have time. But I mean, that's what OCs are for. I mean, that's what I would assume. Like, a lot of anime characters and anime shows are based around like the mangaka like drawing one character and being like, you know what, let's like flesh this out. I mean, even what's the one I'm thinking of? I'm thinking about, like, you know, Oda with Luffy and stuff, and Red Dawn, I think it was, or Red Rose, Dawn of the Red Rose, whatever the original pre-One Piece thing was. Nart was the fox. Yeah. Whatever the original pre-One Piece thing that he did, that had the Ryuma guy in it as well, you know? Sometimes you just draw a character and you're like, this guy is cool, or this girl is cool, or this fox is cool, or this dog man is cool. And, you know, if you're right, you can you know, make some money. You can make a whole franchise, whole cinematic universe off of it. He solved mysteries. Some kind of fox detective. Interesting. All right. Well, that's about that, y'all. I've yapped about all the shows to my satisfaction, I think. Basically. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I'm putting them up basically by level of enthusiasm. Like I said before, I mean, it doesn't really matter how good or bad Ginpachi Sensei is. I'm gonna watch every episode, and I will huff copium if necessary, but I'm hoping I won't need to. So this can basically be anywhere. For me, it's like here, but I'm being realistic and putting it here. Shinto Murder Mystery starring Spirit Fox Boy. That sounds cool. I'd watch that. But I mean, Shonen has more. It probably wouldn't have. If that was the case, anime might not even be as big as it is now if that was the case, because Naruto was a pretty big touchstone for the early 2000s anime. It legitimized and popularized anime for a lot of people. Obviously, One Piece and Bleach were also doing some heavy lifting at the time as well, but I doubt it would have been as popular if it was a mystery, because, you know, kids don't really want to watch Fox Boy solve murders. They want to watch Fox Boy say believe it and throw the shuriken at that one guy and then make clones of himself for like 500 episodes. I mean, I loved Naruto when I was a kid, you know? He do the big clone. He do, though. He do be doing it. Oh, I mean, well, that's true. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Viking Hog. It is the longest running anime of all time, Detective Conan. Actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. It's maybe second. It might be the second longest running anime of all time, but it's not the longest. The longest running anime of all time is one like folk Japanese anime whose name I always forget. But it is one of the longest running anime of all time, Detective Conan. Yeah, Sanae-san. There we go. There we go. Yeah, so it's got over 1,100 episodes. They have 2 if you count Shin-chan. I count Shin-chan. Shin-chan is also, yeah. Crayon Shin-chan. I think even this past season we had a Crayon Shin-chan movie. I think it might even be this season. Let me check. I think it was in the summer we had a Crayon Shin-chan movie. What the hell's Paradise movie? No, I'm on the shonen anime list. Kids don't want to watch murder mysteries. It's true. You got me there. You blew me out there. That's true. You got me. Kids do like that kind of thing. Let me see. Yeah, Shin-chan, the anime is still continuing since 1992. Yeah, no, I'm the one who said it. I'm the one who takes the slings and arrows for this one. Osamatsu-san is also another one. That's true. Osamatsu-san is also very long running. Alright. Well, speaking of anime... yeah, I think last season was where they had the Crayon Shin-chan movie that I'm thinking of. Because I don't see it here. Alright. Do I have anime dull here? I don't. Okay, hold on a second. We'll go just to my face. My ugly mug here. And we'll just move right on to this. We'll stay on the same lines as we've just been talking anime. He also did a manga where a bunch of edgy Sasuke's did covert ops. Interesting. He also did a manga where a kid and a dog are samurai in the future. Were any of you excited for Samurai 8? I think it was Samurai 8, right? RIP. Yep. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. I read the manga as soon as it came out on the Shonen Jump app, and I was like, this is it's interesting, I guess. And then I think it was maybe how many chapters was it? I feel like it was 6 or 7, and then that was it. You pulled the ripcord real hard. Alright, we're doing Guess the Anime. We're doing Anna Guesser. We're moving on to the dull part of the stream. Orphans link. Oh, the Orphaned Sales Girl HGCIJ3. Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna say they're an orphan for a reason. Okay? I never actually got into it. It was waiting for people to say it was popping off, but it took so long to pop that it just died instead. Yeah, it was. The premise was not great. Too easy. I don't think I know what it is, so I'm a fake fan, dude. I mean, I've probably just never seen it before. Oh, okay, it's Bocchi. I see. That's what. Yeah, I didn't actually watch Bocchi the Rock. I won't lie. I kind of fell off of the cute girls do things genre for a while. I got back on the train last season with Ruri Rocks, so I missed out on Bocchi. My heart only has room for one Bocchi. Who is it? Which one? Is it Komi? Is it... Who else is super? Is it Watamote girl? Oh, you were gonna say you got to get back in for Ruri. I got back last season because we did the same way that I did this for this season. I did this for last season as well, and I watched Nagi. Listen, I like geology. Okay, I like geology. I was in for the rocks. I went to r/Ruri Rocks expecting to find like-minded scientific individuals who enjoy geology and anime where it's beautifully animated and meticulously, researched, and you learn new things about rocks. I went to the subreddit and they ain't studying rocks in there, man. It is not rocks that they're studying on that subreddit. I had to leave. I was like, stop showing me posts from this subreddit, please. I can only see so many swimsuit like drawings of Nagi and not lose my mind. Exactly. That's what I wanted. That's what I signed on for. And I mean, that is what you get in the anime, but you do get a lot of Nagi. And listen, I'm not complaining, okay? She's a gorgeous lady who is like very smart and like kind and a cool person. And like capable also. I mean, all the girls in the show are like really cool. It's a great show through and through. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with that, with Ruri Rocks. You know this one? I don't. Oh boy. Oh, is this Hitori Bochi or whatever? That's the cake. No, that's not true. I signed on because I saw that it was what's it called? What's the name of that studio? Not Leiden Films. What is the name of that studio actually? They're the Mushoku Tensei studio. And that one other show that I did not watch. To be fair, I didn't really watch Mushoku Tensei either. But Studio Bind, that's who it is. Yeah, the ones who did Onichan wa Oshimai. I did not watch that one, but yeah, Ruri Rocks is gorgeous. Definitely one of the best looking shows of the year, by like a pretty wide margin too. They really freaking killed it there. And listen, okay, the cakes, the bakery, the various baked goods are good for viewer retention. They're good for popularity. And that's okay, That's okay. But I came for the rocks, and that's the only reason I'll be coming at any point while watching that show. All right? I see a really cool sapphire. I'm like, ooh, baby. I don't know where my actual rock. I actually have some, like, because I went to in DC. I went to like the what's it called? Museum of like Modern History, Museum of Art, Museum of like all the museums in that area. And I got some cool rocks from the gift shop there, like some fiber optic rocks, some like tiger eye. I had like a tiger eye bracelet that broke, and all the little gems went everywhere, and I never found them. Anyways, enough about rocks and women studying rocks. Also, yeah, they made geology look way more, simultaneously more glamorous, but also fairly realistic with all like the work that they just had to do. It was just a good show through and through, honestly. I can't front. I just wish the fans were like a little bit less ravenous about the women studying the rocks and more interested in the rocks. You know this one? You hate his H-Ged? You hate his H-Ged? You know this one? It looks familiar to me, actually. Oh, why does he have a toddler head? Oh, his huge head. That is a big head. That's a pretty large noggin he's rocking there. It is also bigger than her head, and she's shorter than him. Why does he have such a big head? That's interesting. I mean, it's just like a character design thing, right? Like, that's just what they decided. But he do be having like a prodigious noggin. Yeah, I didn't notice until you mentioned it. I have no idea what the show is. Today in class, flared butt plug shoulder and head combo. It's not really flared enough, dude. That's getting stuck. That is not. You're not getting that back out. You're gonna have to go to the doctor and have an uncomfortable conversation. Angels 3-piece. All right. I don't know it. I'll tell you that much. No, YouTube doesn't like Atlas music. They come after me. Whoa, we got a couple of good choices here. We got Nakunoichi. I was just talking about you in passing, but you know. What's her name? Is that Hanja? Hanja? Shingeki no Kyojin. Who's that in slot 1? Hanja, yeah. There you go. This is, I believe this is Sid, right? Is this Sid or Sid? Yes. I think this is Sid from Eminence and Shadow. And this chick, I feel like I know who you are. I feel like I know your ass. Well, why do I know your ass? I'm gonna see the answer for this and be like, ah, shit. But that's what I always do. You'll never watch AOT? Why? That's a pretty good show. Politics might be a little, like, you know, all over the place, but why does her hair look like it tastes like one of them sour grape candies? Because it does, dude. Have a taste. With her consent, of course. Oh, I actually do. I think I mentioned this too earlier today. Holy shit. That takes me back to yesteryear. Oh, because I was talking about, what's it called? This show. So I was like, this is the kind of thing that I would watch back in the era when I was watching like To Love Ru and like Rosario plus Vampire or whatever. Yeah, man. That's a deep cut. I don't know how deep it is, honestly. I mean, it is on easy after all, so it can't be that deep. Are you Dead Man Wonderland Boy? I think you're Dead Man Wonderland Boy, right? And you're, I don't know her name. I don't know your name. This is Dead Man Wonderland Boy, isn't it? I swear. For a second, I thought it was like Serial Experiments Lane or Tekon to Concrete, but it's not the right art style. Mechanic is it? I only cared about the mechanics of Titan shit, and the end was a huge cop-out where an unexplained creature didn't explain things via whatever the fuck. I mean, it is all kind of... The ultimate explanation for everything is like a big fate slash like kind of just like a big like uncontrollable situation kind of thing, which kind of, it does take a lot of the agency out of it. But I think the minutia, there's a lot of good characterization, good storytelling in the minutia of the show, even if like its final moments might not have been as well conceived as the rest of it was. But I mean, hey, it's all, you know, it's all just, you know, shit to watch. It's no harm, no foul. I don't know who you, are you a Hori Mia or some shit? You a Hori Mia of yourself? Ah, you're an orange. Ah, okay, so it was Dead Man Wonderland. Love Live. Yeah, no. Actually, I was thinking of citrus, not orange. Which one's orange? Which one is orange? My anime list. What is orange? The television Japanese cartoon. Orange. There's a manga. Ooh. 8.28. The manga got an 8.28. Okay. The anime got a 7.6. What is it? What are the genres? Drama, romance, sci-fi. Okay, it's like time travel kind of thing. Ooh. Lifesavers, something. I'm not the biggest fan of grape flavored candy. You know what I'm saying? This is an Aruma-kun guy. This guy, I know this motherfucker. I don't know where from. Bro has some kind of look in his... I don't even know, like, what... This is like when your boy is telling you about like his like Discord kitten and like you're dead on the inside, but you're like trying to be supportive or something. This is the face you make when this is like the anime version of the one I show Speed face where he's trying not to laugh. This, I think I know what show this is from, or I think I've seen the show this is from, actually. His eyes are so far apart. Am I crazy? Are his eyes like, is he like... There's something about this picture that's like uncanny to me. I don't know what it is. I think it's the eye. I think it's the eye width. Yeah, exactly. This is the face of somebody who is like who has made peace with their station in life. Where the last flame of the soul was snuffed out right before this face, and he's about to pull the trigger. Anyway, I don't remember where you're from. I know this motherfucker. You're not a kill to kill, right? Yeah, I know this motherfucker. What is this guy? You're not a kill to kill. You're like a... I can see that. Where's this motherfucker from? And also cat. Also gato. So Neko-chan of some sort. Where's this motherfucker from? That's gonna haunt me. I know this dude. I know him. I'm sending it. Wait. Fuck. You do? Oh, I love this song, man. I can listen to this song for like the rest of my life. Oh. Wait. Why do I know Undead Girl Murder Farce? Had I watched this show? Undead Girl Murder Farce? Oh, is this the dude whose head is in the thing? No. What the fuck is an Undead Girl Murder Farce? Hold on. In 19th century France, the wife of vampire noble Jean Duché Godard is murdered in her own home. With the local human authorities unwilling to properly investigate the case, Godard hires a pair of private detectives known to specialize in the supernatural. Sugaru Shinichi, a man with mysterious birdcage, and his partner Ayarindo. The animated duo come from faraway Japan for one purpose: to track down the man who stole both Aya's body and Sugaru's humanity. Jean Douche. Is douche. Like touche, but with a douche. I think, yeah, I don't think his head is in the birdcage. Yeah, this came out somewhat recently, summer 2023. The girl, he has like a girl who's has no body, and he's like keeps her head in a birdcage or some shit. Now, why do I know Byosoku 5 centimeter? Because I also am familiar with this, I think. It's a movie from 2007. I don't know why I know this motherfucker, dude. 5 centimeter per seconds. Makoto Shinkai. Oh, is this a Makoto Shinkai? Yeah. Okay, that's why I know it. That makes sense. 3 episodes. Why did I say 3 episodes? It's a movie, isn't it? Staff. Show me the staff. Yeah, Makoto Shinkai. Yep. That's why I know it. Because it's one of those big boys. One of those ones you should know. If you want to get all the kudos from your anime friends. I don't think I ever watched it though. Alright, it's time for the anime opening part, which means it's time for me to turn off the YouTube part so that I don't get my shit absolutely destroyed by YouTube's copyright system. This Crazy Friday streams just have a huge 10 minute just hole in the YouTube video. Oh man, that's crazy, man. The entire world is going through a crazy economic crisis. It's causing a lot of radicalization and I mean, this isn't a political show, but it's causing a lot of nationalism and other kinds of like radicalist shifts in the politics in tandem with the economic change. When in reality, the actual economic change that needs to happen is like not at all like easy to do. Exactly, it's not political. I hate all people equally. Completely. Has nothing to do with the politics. I don't hate people because of a political stance. I hate gay people because of like because they smell different. I don't know. That's a callback to the class, no, not the classless show, the level 9999 show, where the humans smell bad. Okay. So now we have to guess an anime. Nah, it's okay. Everything is being sent to your loved ones. They'll see what you're typing, and they'll not be surprised because they already knew. They already knew. So it's based on a manga. It's rated higher than an 8.01, meaning that it is a well-liked anime. That is true. That is true. And it's post 2002, so very well liked. What about Steins Gate? What about Steins Gate? Less than a 9. Ping Pong the animation. Interesting. I'm sure you're using an ER being treated for alcohol poisoning. Slur speech? Sir, you find I spell with the hard R. Hey, I think I see what you're saying there. Ping Pong the animation. Pre-2000. It could be. It could be. Ooh. Not a bad guess. Although, no, actually, no, it couldn't have been. What I'm talking about. Ping Pong is from 2014. It's pre-2011. Why did I think Ping Pong the animation was much older than that? Huh. In my mind, Ping Pong the animation has always been way older than that. I didn't watch it until much later, but yeah. Well, between 2011 and 2002, we have... It can't be Kuroko no Basket. It's sports. Also, we have Kuroko no Backstab this season. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It kind of like left like the like mainstream, but it's still always been present in with the culture heads, you know? The high-minded society of the anime community has put many accolades upon Ping Pong the animation. So yeah, so it can't be Kuroko no Basket because it's also a sports anime. It has none of these genres. We don't have like an adult cast. No war. Ooh, animation cognizance. Senses? Sense? I don't know if I've ever said that word out loud before. It couldn't be Sword Art Online, right? Could be comedy. Psyche K. What if it was Goat Tama, though, huh? Based on a manga? But that's rated higher than Steins Gate, isn't it? Yeah. No, it's rated lower than Steins Gate. But it's the right year, and it is a comedy. Okay. So it's the right year. No, Psyche K is too new. I think Psyche K is like 2015 or 16, honestly. Steins Gate was number 2 for years. Yeah! That's true. But Gintama was number 1 in 2011. It was also, I think, number 2 in 2011. Comedy, 2006 comedy. When did Azumanga Daioh is too old, I think. School Rumble? I think School Rumble is too old, too. Ouran High School Host Club is too new. Comedies. What was making people laugh? Host Club is old, but it's not this old though. I think Ouran is like 2009 or some shit. Oh my fucking gosh! Nope, never mind. Never mind. I was wrong as hell. Really? 2006? You serious? That shit was still popping in like 2010. I guess, I mean, that doesn't preclude it. It can still pop 4 years after. That's crazy. Yeah, I always thought Host Club was newer than that. I thought Host Club was like, yeah, I thought Host Club was like 09. Fuck me. All right. I got cooked. Cross-dressing, reverse, harem. Yeah, man. Studio Bones. It's a classic. I still have many fond memories of our own Host School Host Club. Yeah. I also know there was a very specific brand of girl that this was their favorite show that I was friends with in high school. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, because they are still out there. And I'm not trying to cause no trouble with nobody. Okay, let's do some Game Duel. Yeah, exactly, man. That's how I think of Host Club. So I thought it was a little bit more recent. We got, what is this? Okay. For me, for me it was like around 2009, 2010 period that it was, people were like, holy crap, Ouran High School Host Club is the best. Well, like Legacy of Kain or some shit. I'm the GOAT! The GOAT! That's crazy, dude. How did I even do that? How did I do that? I saw the little sword thing, and it was like, I don't know, that kind of reminds me of the Legacy of Kain guy. That country shit was, oh, Hatalia. Talking about Hatalia? Hatalia, yeah, Hatalia was real big around that time as well. Yeah, the country people. I'd never seen Hatalia. I just know people fucking really fucked with that show, like heavy. Dude, I'm the GOAT, man. Legacy of Kain Defiance on one try. Got super hard stuck on this game. Well, what can I say? I'm just, built different. If you're talking about the actual Game Duel guess, yeah, that one is actually quite hard. Very often we don't actually guess it correctly. This is Ghost of Yotei in it. Oh, you're talking about the actual Legacy of Kain game. I see. I don't think I've ever played a Legacy of Kain. I just know of it as that one game that has the dude who looks like, oh, hi, Gory. Thanks for that. All right. Well, I know of it as that one game that has that one dude with a skull face who's not Death from Darksiders? Darksiders 2 with Death, the guy Death? Am I thinking of the right game? Darksiders? Yes, I am thinking of Darksiders, okay. Listen, okay? My path through alcoholism is my own, okay, Gory? Is this, it looks vaguely like Jurassic Park to me for some reason, but I think this is, you should just to hear Tony J. Is that the voice actor who plays Kain from Legacy of Kain? John Kain? Is this, Power Wash Simulator 2? Or 1? Fuck, I thought I was cooking for a second. Is this some sort of sim or like hospital game? Oh, okay, he plays in the Legacy of Kain series. What the fuck am I looking at here? City. Knockout City. What? Construction? Some sort of construction game? Constructor. 1997, huh? Okay, I am not familiar with this one, I'll be honest. You got me here. Yeah, I don't think I ever seen no construction. Frollo and Hunchback. Oh, okay. Man, I haven't seen that. That's a good movie. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. We had the VHS for Hunchback. And I think the last time I saw it was on VHS. Is he as good as Zero in Mega Man X4? Is that Mega Man X4? Hold on a second, or is he as good as Dr. Light in Mega Man 6? Fuck, man, I don't remember which ones have the funny lines anymore. Yeah, I'm thinking. Oh, that was 8? Really? That was Mega Man X8? No. Okay, so I'm thinking of Mega Man 8 for the Find Dr. Wowie Mega Man, that one. Yes. But I'm thinking about X, because Mega Man X, the This Isn't Happening, What Am I Fighting For? That's what I'm trying to think of. Mega Man X, Zero, What Am I Fighting For? Where's that from? I don't care about trying the new AI mode, Google. That's not what I put in the search bar. It is X4. I was right. Okay. Yeah. I need to see the full line. Hold on. I mean, this is a classic bit of. There's a classic bit of history here.
Iris.
Zero.
Hang in there, Iris.
Oh, this is still. Hold on. Can I undo? Yeah, reset that transform. When I first heard it was weird. Tony J dying is basically the final coffin in the nail. Slamming the lid shut on all Legacy of Kain future content. Oh, he was the GOAT. So they can't change nothing anymore. Hold on. Get this shit off my screen.
Iris.
Zero.
Hang in there, Iris.
This is me, actually, Gory.
Stay away from Replifos. Let's live together. In a world where only Reploids exist.
Iris, there's no world just for Reploid. It's only a fantasy.
Yes, I know, but I wanted to believe it. I wanted to live in a world where only Reploids exist. With you.
Damn, straight up just calling us pieces of shit, dude. This is what the robots are watching. This is what the AI is watching before they take over the world and start killing all of us. I hope you guys know.
Iris!
Favreau, Ruined Scar.
Iris.
Oh, I did not watch CG Lion King.
Ah!
This isn't
happening. There's no reason for me to go on. What am I fighting for?
Feels good, man. It feels good. That's a classic, okay? You can't recreate shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I know you didn't, you never said, but it felt in my heart. I've not seen any of those live action remakes, and I don't think I ever will. I don't really ever want to, because, like, why would I? I've seen the originals before. Like, what's the point? What's the difference? All I did was getting his leg chopped off. I mean, yeah, with just the extreme. I think the same voice actor re-recorded. Yeah, I don't hate heart. Yeah, exactly. I think the original voice actor re-recorded that line. Either that, or it might have been even Johnny Young Bosch who like re-recorded the line. But let me see. I mean, you guys have heard the Mega Man 8. Dr. Light voice acting before. We can do bad line. We can have like a day of that, right? Bad voice acting in video games. I mean, that's a pretty good. You can do like a Songify tournament for bad voice acting. House of the Dead. Okay, I think I know which one you're referring to too. But 1 second. No.
A
There we go.
strange meteor has fallen to Earth just a while ago. This meteor seems to be emitting a powerful energy signature. Something this powerful must not fall into the hands of evil.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
almost finished. The battery will be charged in 10 minutes.
That's good. By the way, what do you make of these?
These seems to be energy resources, but I've never seen this type on Earth. I don't know where this energy came from, but cannot let it fall into Dr. Wowie's hands. You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
That's still my favorite one. The Mega Man.
You must recover all the energy immediately, Mega Man.
But where
Chef's
is
kiss.
Dr. Wily?
That's a good question. We may be able to locate another energy emission from the radar room. When we find that meteor, we'll find
And
Dr.
Dr.
Wowie.
Wowie. Ah, man.
What the?
Mega Man, you must go after him. We don't know who he is, and it's dangerous to leave him alone.
Am I alive?
Yes, you are. Duo saved you.
Do
Also, the wide range of like room tones in all those lines is crazy. Where it sounds like he's in a different place for every take. All right, House of the Dead, House of the Dead. We can do this. Hold on. House of the Dead. What line, or what do I search? Oh. Why did that change everything? All right, let me just see. We have all the Goldman scenes.
Dogs of the AMS. Time they made a move. It's been a while, hasn't it? My friends from the AMS. It's me, Goldman. Everything's set. All we need to do is wait. People of the AMS. I am Goldman. I don't care if you people try to get in my way or not. In time, you'll find out who's right.
I mean, I don't know. He seems like He seems like a pretty cool guy. Yeah, he is kind of badass. I agree.
Amy! Harry!
Well, friends, I look forward to meeting you people again. Our Emperor shall awaken soon. Hurry, friends. At last, you've come. Friends,
Welcome back,
the
Viking.
door of fate shall open.
Ooh, bro spitting. Bars.
I've been waiting for you, friends.
Goldman! Do you know what you're doing?
I'm fully aware of what I'm doing. Can't you see? Man committed a sin, disturbing the life cycle of nature.
And so they
The
blame the
original
beasts.
sin that man is responsible to protect the life cycle. I have made a creature to rule over mankind. This is the final battle.
Hell
Show
yeah, dude.
yourself, our new ruler, the Emperor.
Oh shit. That's pretty cool, dude. I mean, honestly, I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I welcome our transparent overlord. This is yeah, I don't know. He kind of mogs most of the people I know, at least. Ooh, Emperor type Alpha, weak point unknown. But if he gets killed by a bunch of guns, I feel like I don't know. I guess he's washed. Fraud. That's what kids call him nowadays, right?
Friends, it is not over yet.
Is that all you have to say?
In time, a successor will come.
Farewell,
Ooh.
friends.
Is he gonna jump off? Or fall? Yeah. Oh my gosh, no sound at all. That's incredible. That's incredible. Actually incredible. The no sound, just
It's
complete
finally
silence. Him
over.
just falling. No, that was
Goldman,
incredible. Friends.
I don't care if a successor comes or not.
I mean,
I'll
he
go on
means
fighting.
it, man. He called you his friend.
As long as we have the will to live. Goodbye, Goldman.
See, he gets it too. He's like, Goldman and I, we were tight. Is he still alive? Is that what this is? For House of the or not Typing of the Dead. House of the Dead 2? Oh no.
Goldman.
No, Goldman. Okay, that's a pretty good one. That's what I'm trying to remember. I don't remember what game it is from. That's what I'm trying to remember. No, let me see. Drunk, dying, Orson Welles also never fails. No, okay. Hold on. I guess there's a YouTube video that might do this for us. What time is it? Oh shit, I have like 15 minutes before I have to stop stream also, or I will be late for rehearsal. So let's just do this.
When it
Let me
comes to
see.
voice acting in video games, some games.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. They want.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Actually, no. No, this isn't what I want. Yeah, there's the NBA 2K ones that are also pretty bad. But no. Watch Mojo. Yeah, the basketball players the basketball players are pretty. That is a pretty bad one also. Star Ocean 4. Okay, hold on. G-Lai, B-Lai, Gumai, Kandai is not video game voice acting, Gory. That doesn't count. Ooh. How did I just do that? Dynasty Warriors game, English dub. I don't know. You know, I've played like 2 Dynasty Warrior games in my life. Oh, that is ringing a bell. That's familiar to me, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't have the Rolodex for bad voice acting. I have stuff that I like Symphony of the Night, but that's not bad voice acting. Oh, okay. This is workable. That's not at all what I needed. Can I just... Okay, that'll do. Hold on.
Feel the power of my magic!
I mean, I don't know. That seems pretty good. It gets across.
Of my magic!
It gets the feeling. You know, you get the emotion. You get the gravitas of the moment. I think that's pretty solid, honestly. I mean, look at that. That's pretty extreme. All right, hold on.
Oh, Ming-Hu, bad news! We're in trouble!
Don't you dare disturb my meal!
I mean, that sounds like you could put that character in the English dub for Hero Academia, and he fit in just fine, man.
Lord, Ming-Hu, bad news!
That reminds me of a video. There's
Don't you dare
I think the
disturb
name of
my
the video
meal.
is like my modern dub voice acting be like, or something like that. And it's a clip of Breaking Bad, except they're talking like they dubbed it over with people talking like people talk in the modern dubs, and it's very funny. But I don't remember what the name of the video actually is.
Or would you prefer me to eat you?
I'm sorry! But there's a large army approaching from the east.
What? To the east?
Feel the power
Pan and
of
Panic
my
Trio.
magic.
Who never show up in a Hercules. Oh, okay. What is this?
Remember this, cow. I shall oppose you forever. And don't forget it.
Zhang Liao, you of all people would betray me?
You found it?
Such
Okay.
is the fate of one who lives in these times. You are no exception, Lord Lubu.
You flaming idiots! Take this!
Not Lu Boo Boo. This is Lu Boo Boo.
do it my way.
Oh, this is it.
The right way!
I speak English.
So you understand what asshole means? Now go get me my phenylacetic acid! Asshole!
How long is it gonna take you to get him what he needs?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Several hours at least! I can wait!
It's so
Gives us time to
good.
talk about the state of this lab! Don't you have standards?
Who do you think you are?
I'm the guy your boss brought here to show you how it's done. Now, if you want to keep your job, I suggest you stop whining like a little bitch and do what I say!
Oh, yeah. That's incredible, dude. Hold on. Can I, go ahead and give that a... Listen, I don't hate dubs, okay? I'd like to clarify. Oh, shit. That's the show that we're gonna watch. I don't hate dubs, okay? I am a sub guy. I will be honest, I am a sub guy. I find subs a lot more acceptable to the ear. There's a level of obfuscation that makes it less cringe. And I do think there are good dubs, plenty of good dubs, but also I definitely, especially
The right way!
I speak English.
So you understand
This
what
part right
asshole
here.
means?
that's, oh man, it's chef's kiss. Okay, let's finish. We can also, I mean, if you guys have more stuff, you know, I'm always open. But let's finish the game duel, and then we'll. First thing about dubs is hearing dub actors in English VA projects, and they don't do the stupid animation, and they're fine. Yeah, I mean, I talked about this before. The thing about anime dialogue is that even in Japan, even in Japanese, the people in anime don't talk like normal Japanese people. It is elevated language, much like Shakespeare is elevated language. So there is a level of like inhuman or like non-standard, non-quotidian nature that's inherent in anime delivery, certainly. But I do find it endlessly refreshing, even in Japanese, you know, like the actual original dubs, when the delivery style is more conversational. Shows like Odd Taxi, where the characters are just kind of like just talking over each other and talking like normal, and not, you know, doing like not going, and making all the, you know, grunts and stuff. I think, you know, I understand the criticism that people have of anime as a whole, that it is a little over dramatic in that way. And there's what's it called? There's an anime, a YouTube anime that came out last season, the Milky Subway, Galactic Limited Express. And one of my favorite things about this show is the fact, and we can just watch the first episode. I don't know if this might get me freaking like nuked, but hopefully not. But the delivery style in this show is like my favorite thing. No, not in English. Not in English. I'll kill you. Calgary Jr., the Milky Subway. I see what you did there. It is also dubbed in like almost every language. Well, not almost every language. 11 languages. That's not almost every language.
話してるんだよね。そうだよ。さっきからずっとそのこと説明してるんだよ。ごめん、わかった。ごめん、そうだよね。何の話してると思って。改めて確認なんだけど。So the way that like the characters are just kind of, they just talk. It's not elevated, and I find it very refreshing. So I recommend this show, by the way. It's very funny, and show some support because it's like basically a one person's passion project. It was on my anime list. This is why I actually found out about it last season. But it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend.
全然に場違いじゃない。
あんまりジロジロ見ない方がいいぞ。
見てみよこの二人とか。めっちゃ。
いやだからあんまり顔合わせんなって。わしらじゃ想像できないような修羅場で生きてる人たちなんだから。目合わせてただけでワンチャンあり得る。
Oh yeah, sure. This is the Milky Subway Galactic Express channel.
とりあえず名前と補導された理由言っていくんで、間違いなければ返事をお願いします。
And I think it's, I mean, it was last season. I think it's finished. I believe so. And they put out all the the anime is the channel name. They put out all the episodes in various languages, dubbed in like at least, like I said, like at least like 11 languages. The episodes are only a few minutes long, 3 minutes long per, and it's got some music videos and some other stuff for it. It's just like it's a real nice project. I highly recommend checking it out. You can also go to their website, which I think also has like a fully English translated thing on it as well. But yeah, that's just a little excursion. Just got distracted by that. But yeah, the that dub video makes me laugh every time I see it. I love it. Oh, speaking of Dynasty Warriors, dude. Speaking of Dynasty Warriors, we got Cao Cao right here. Is this a Dynasty Warriors? Look at that, man. You can't write this stuff. You can't write this stuff at all. It is Mario 3. The Mario 3 of video games. Dynasty Warriors. So this is artwork, so it's not even cover art. Silent Hill. Original. I don't know what I'm looking at. Oh, the hell? I can't tell if this is like modern, like high res, or if this is like PlayStation like 3 or like Xbox 360 kind of thing. Maybe it's like PS4, Xbox One game or something. I don't know what it would be though. Dying Light or some shit, The Last of Us. You got a can of something. You got what looks like somebody's elbow. Metro, maybe? Kind of Eurojank? Yeah, exactly. Some like Metro. You got a guy with like someone is sad in Eastern Europe for sure. Oh, someone? You mean like everyone? I don't know who this is. I don't know what's happening here, but it's like some sort of war zone. That's Yugori? Oh, in this game, I see. What about... We tried Metro, and it's not Metro. What other... Tarkov? Any Tarkov players in here? Is this what it looks like? It is Tarkov, okay. There we go. Oh, that's not somebody's elbow, that's his finger. Oops. Okay. Hey, I'll take it, man. Ghouls, Mothman, Raiders, Building. Ghouls, Mothman, Raiders, Building? Ghouls, Mothman, Raiders, Building. Mother 3. Scorched, spin-off, mutations, photo mode. Yeah, I can't think of a single game with Mothman themes. I agree to Captain. That's, I don't know. Fallout? Does Fallout have Mothman in it? I mean, I could see that being the case somehow. Oh, because of mutations, photo mode, Scorched. 76, there we go. Mothman's in Fallout 76, huh? Because I was like, I played 3. And I don't remember seeing Mothman in 3. And I've seen 4 played a lot. And I played New Vegas. Oh, Magic the Gathering. Interesting. Mothman's a popular card, huh? Interesting. Sequel, Artifacts, Color Code, Laser Beams. Laser Beams. It's a sequel. Color Code, Laser Beams. I don't know, Monument Valley 2. Can you imagine if I got it right away, man? I'd be so... Does Talos Principle have a second game? Fuck you. I don't know why I'm saying fuck you. You didn't do anything to me, but like, I don't know. I'm saying it anyway. Remake Looping and Drifting. A remake. Looping and Drifting. Loop Hero is not a remake. Deathloop. Finally, Deathloop is coming out, man. Finally, Deathloop. You guys heard about Deathloop? Speedruns, air control, arcade mode. Air control. Looping? Air control. Are you memeing? Nah, man, Deathloop is finally coming out. You guys not hear about? Have you guys not heard of Deathloop? Let's watch the trailer for Deathloop if you guys haven't heard about it. Come on. Shoot, you can't miss out on that. I'm not gonna watch the trailer for Deathloop. I don't want to watch the trailer for Deathloop. I've seen it before. I don't think it can beat Crash Team Racing with the new keywords. At least air control. What game is air control really important? For some reason, I'm just thinking about Burnout. Burnout Paradise Remake, Club System, Track Editor, Ghost Replays. It's not Trackmania, is it? It is Trackmania. Air control is not an important theme in Trackmania. You do have some air control, but you have very little air control. I've played many hours of the original, well, Trackmania Nations for the personal computer. Probably a couple hundred hours in that game, and I disagree with that keyword. Anyways, let's do guess the character now. It's, I don't know, you're like Final Fantasy character maybe? Skip for me. Skip for me. John Elder Scrolls? John Scroll? Banjo from Banjo and Kazooie. I don't know who the hell this is, dude. This just looks like a white lady with a sword. No, yeah, it is not exquisitely rendered enough for Final Fantasy. Okay. Worth a shot. Worth a shot. Alice from Alice Madness Returns. I don't know who this is. Double Sword Laura. Female human. What game is she from? I can see Dragon Age. We'll go Dragon Age. Oh wow. Good pull, Guri. Leilana from Dragon Age. You got me. Oh shit, hold on. Why do I know this motherfucker based on the boot? Oh, that's a lady. Never mind. Who? Is that a lady? What am I looking? Is that a human woman? I don't think it's a human woman. Show me the face. You're a Jax. You're a Jack and Daxter. You're a Jack girl. Human woman? Oh, like, because I said human. You thought it was a Lombax from Ratchet and Clank. I could see that too, from the ear shape. Yeah, I don't remember. I played Jack and Daxter, and I played Daxter for the PSP. Those are the two ones that I played. My cousin had Jack too, but they lost the CD by the time I ever got to it. Motherfuckers, they used to lose video games all the time. I didn't have the privilege to be able to lose my video games because I had only a few. I was like, nah, man. Although, yes, in fact, they lost my copy of Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. I remember that too. They were just losing shit, man. How you lose a video game? What are you doing with it? Put it in the box. That's what the box is for. Sorry, I just got like a freaking brain blast. I don't know what her name is. Jack and Daxter girl. Ashlyn Praxis. Yeah. That's Ashlyn Praxis. Let's do one more very quickly. I keep thinking it's gonna be easy. You're like Kasumi or some shit?
From Dead or Alive? Are you... What is that? Radio button. I'm out of water. It's okay, we're about to end stream, so I'll drink after. Beta. I don't know. I feel like I know this chick. Pick up as a 9-year-old. Psychologically sold my mom an N64 with like 17 games in a big console and game plastic organizer box. I remember one time I found in my brother's boarding school, I found a copy of Pokemon Gold, like in like an empty bed frame. It was like hidden on the side of the empty bed frame. And definitely some kid hid that there because they were like, I mean, games weren't allowed at the boarding school. So they definitely hid it there, and I found it, and I was like, well, fuck, man. I mean, shit, who are they going to tell? Who are they going to tell that it was stolen from them when they're not supposed to have it in the first place? Victimless crime. Absolutely a victimless crime. And that's how I got myself a nice copy of Pokemon Gold version. My brother had Crystal at the time, so it was just like a perfect, I got my own copy. Tekken Tom? No, this isn't a Tekken character, I don't think. What? What do you mean superior silver version? Because Lugia is cooler than Ho-Oh? It's true, but like, don't say that to my face. I don't know who this is. Are you like a Onimusha guy, girl? Are you an Onimusha kind of chick? Tenchu, Ayame from Tenchu. Oh yeah, you did get Ninetales, that's true. Alright, you're kind of right about that. Got that yee ass haircut. You got Tet right. Okay, a Hat in Time is always our first guess. My brain is like buffering slowly, man. Okay, post 2017. So let's go. I mean, we have no information other than it's not fantasy, it's not an indie game, it's not a platformer. Now let's check something out. Is it an action game? It is an action game. Is it an adventure game? It is an adventure game. Pain Whip. Man, those were the days when Pokemon was still fresh, a novel concept. I remember playing all the Pokemon rip-offs like Robopon and Dragon Quest Warriors, or Dragon Quest Monsters, which wasn't really a Pokemon rip-off, but pretty much was. But Robopon was actually like a bar for bar, the original Robopon, before Robopon 2, Sun, and some other version that I don't remember came out. Robopon. Yeah, y'all got Robopon on here? What the hell, dude? That's messed up. Okay. Post 2017, Elder Scrolls, Elden Ring is what I meant to say. Post 2022, but on all these consoles, because that's the modern console era. Although PS4 and Xbox One means it's probably not like 2025 or something, right? Multiplayer, single player, co-op, open world RPG game. Is Night Rain count? No, if it was Night Rain, these wouldn't be. It's not a third-person game. Is it a first-person? What's that one game? Avowed? It is actually 2025, huh? And it's a first-person game. 2025, so it's this year. First-person game. It is not fantasy. It is an open-world RPG. You can play multiplayer and co-op. And it's first person? And it's not fantasy? I gotta turn this down. I realized the music was so loud. Dying Light 2 or whatever, Dying Light the Beast. Wow! I actually got it right. And before the freaking thing, before the freaking All right, I think that's a lovely place to end things off for today, everybody. I gotta fly away like a little birdie because I got some stuff to do this evening. But thank you to everyone who stopped by. Shout out to Captain Guri Jupton. As always, thanks for joining us. Viking Hog, thanks for joining us for the first time today. Have a lovely evening. I'll see y'all next week, next Monday, because we'll actually be able to stream on Monday. So yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Have a lovely weekend. Be well. Thanks for spending a bit of time here with us today, wherever you are, whatever it is that you're doing. Have a good one, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace out, everybody. Peace out und bye bye.